sound right, boy.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
Good evening, BENXT universe. You're looking live at 12.9 trillion of the BENXT faithful here in attendance in the BENXT Dome. A very good evening to you all. Welcome to the commentary desk. I'm Ben Potter. I'm sat next to, of course, Barbara Piss and Danny DeVito. Is the PlayStation Nation in attendance this evening?
Hello, PlayStation Nation.
It appears so. They are here. Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's time for some more flippin' wrestling, I think. I've been missing it. I teased you with it a couple of weeks ago, then I buggered off to the other side of the world. Which country? We'll never know. But we're back. Every Wednesday for the foreseeable, unless I'm poorly or I go somewhere else, we're going to be here in the BENXT Dome watching fictional wrestling and gambling / predicting with fictional money.
Ben, my dude, how are you? How was your day? It's Wednesday night and you know what that means. It's the return of BENXT.
BENXT.
Potter is best. Hope you're having an awesome day, my dude.
Thank you for the bits, Stephen. I appreciate it. I'm having a lovely day. Did a stream with Peter earlier on the Worst Games Ever channel. Watched him play some Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, the Spooky Ghost, something like that. It was great. The VOD should be available soon, if not already, on the Worst Games Ever YouTube channel. Go give it a watch. But yeah, we're here now. You notice I'm not wearing my normal hat. I'm wearing a WWF hat, which was kindly sent to me by WWF, because I'm going to be running the Great North Run, as many of you are aware, in September. And also because my BENXT hat, I'm staring at it, it's drying because I put it through the wash after I got back from fictional country that doesn't exist, or does it? I don't actually know. Either way, we're here. We've got all sorts of big wrestling happening this evening. Last time we had the inaugural episode of Monday Night Babs and we crowned all of our new champions. I'll recap that in a minute. Then we did an episode of BENXT, and now we're moving on to our first PIPDOWN of BENXT Season 2. Pippa is around. She followed me upstairs and then she disappeared. She might make an appearance. It's difficult to say. We'll find out. Appropriate stream to ask, how was the Stardom show whilst you were out there in definitely not Japan? It was awesome. So yes, I went to go and see some wrestling, some live wrestling when I was there. And the show I went to see is a promotion called Stardom, which is an all-female promotion. And it was wicked. The seats were great. I was actually sat behind the commentary desk, so I could see their little monitors and like see what the TV feed was and things like that. It was really cool. And I had a great time. And I think my friends enjoyed it too, even though neither of them like wrestling. So, hooray, right? Another two people converted to the wonders of professional wrestling. Thank you so much for all the stream streaks, everybody. I'm seeing those in there. They've all flown past me, and I've missed them all. But I do see them, and I appreciate it. Jackleby Buddington, I see one right there. 5 streams, 3 streak. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, let's acknowledge some lovely people. Above Average Joe began the stream with a raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you enjoyed your stream. Appreciate it very much. And then we had Dan Lockie, 25, 12-month resub. Wow, a whole year already. I wonder if Violent Beauregard is on their way to BENXT. I'll never tell. A little teaser for this Sunday's Worst Games Ever episode. It is wrestling related. Hopefully a brand new friend that we might see again in the future, maybe in BENXT, who knows? But for those of you who aren't patrons, please be excited to meet that particular character this weekend.
Just back from a 12-hour shift.
Oh,
Hope you're all having a lovely day.
12-hour shift, bloody hell. Well, get relaxed, Jesus Life, because it's about to watch it's about, hello? My mouth is moving faster than my brain can process. It's time to watch other people work very hard instead. Fictional people. But thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Brain, come on, lock in. You've got to do commentary now. Simon the Yorkshireman, 3 months. Thank you so much. Another sub day. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you, Simon. Jackalby Buddington, 12 months. Thanks for a year of great entertainment. You're very welcome. Thank you for a year of support. A great year of great support, no less. Thank you. 3 cats in a dressing gown, 10 months in a row. Thank you so much. Geezy, 4 months. Let's go. Barley89, 11 months. BENXT, let's go. B Cantrell, 10 months. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for those resubs. Welcome in, mods. Appreciate you being here. They will be on the prediction duties tonight, so if you're watching live, you can wager your BENXT bucks and get involved. What do you mean fictional? What belt am I wearing right now? I misspoke, sorry. The very real wrestlers we're about to watch. This is real wrestling you're about to see. Shall we crack on? I think so. So, inaugural episode of Monday Night Babs in the bag, and we have champions. The Babs men's champion is Leon Sex Kennedy. The Babs women's champion, Hannah Montana. The Babs tag team champions are P-Volution, Triple Flush and Rim Flare. And the PlayStation Nation champion is none other than Lordy B himself, Lord Brovic, wearing a very real championship belt. So there we go. I don't think we did actually change some titles, didn't we, on BENXT? It would have been the Aldi Red Thunder. In fact, the Aldi Red Thunder and the Babs equivalent are not shown in that screen. So let's see them. Where are they? Oh, Gollum. Oh, we've got some real champions here. Admin won the Aldi Red Thunder Championship on BENXT. And where is the... Stop showing me these real people. I don't want to see them. Where are my fictional my real championships, huh? Where are they? Am I going insane? Where's the Monday Night Babs one? Hello? Custom Championships is probably the tab I want to be in here to try and find them. Let's see. Where are they? Did we even... Oh, we did it outside, didn't we? Because it broke. Oh, shit. Okay, who actually won? So, the Tesco KX Championship. We tried to do it. We tried to do it in Universe mode, which is this mode, but it broke the game. It didn't like it. So we had to do it outside of it, but I can't remember who won. Who was it that won last week? I can't bloody remember. Because I now have to manually assign it in Universe. Anyway, that's a problem for when we get back round to Monday Night Babs. We'll work it out. I may have to load up the VOD quickly to find out. Somebody did win that, but I can't remember who it was. It was the Red Thunder Man? Was it 2 weeks ago? Hello? What does time even mean at this point? Tired Author Dan, thank you for the resub. 12 months. Oh yeah, here we go. BENXT time. Hope everyone is well and happy. 12-month anniversary, Ben. Hope Drinks Fairy and Pippa are well. They are. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it. Les freaking go. It wasn't Les freaking go, Super Sim. I think this guy's in the pocket of Big Go over here. Okay, I'm being told by the Drinks Fairy that it is on the spreadsheet that she has fantastically designed, so let me tab over here and have a look. Tesco KX champion is Mary Kate Olsen. You've all lied to me. You've all lied to me immediately. So how dare you? So we need to manually assign that now to Mary-Kate Olsen. No, Ben, it was Gollum 100%. Yeah, I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust any of you. You are pulling the wool over my eyes, as they say. There we are. We can now officially save that. It's done. Hannibal Zomon. Ben, I didn't know you had a Twitch channel. My friend, I've been here for nearly 12 exact months. Welcome in. I'm very thrilled that you have found me, and I hope you will enjoy the nonsense. There's nonsense here. Just a fair warning, there's nonsense here. Be careful. Right. We concluded BENXT with a shocking loss for Dick Mychinko to the Red Thunder Man, who is new to BENXT. He was drafted there for Season 2. And now we get to see what Universe Mode is going to give us for the first PIPDOWN of BENXT Season 2. Let's do it. Also, I'm going to turn down my microphone just a little bit because I get excited when I do commentary. And it does get a bit peaky. And I'm always aware of that, and I try to bear it in mind, but I somehow always manage to mess it up, so apologies. Let's drop it by 1.5 decibels. Let's do that. Okay. To PIPDOWN. We start with a triple threat between Brian Michael Bendis, Dave Bautista, and the undisputed PIPDOWN men's champion, Chris Jericho. Jake Conway makes his debut against the X Button. Jeff Keighley goes one-on-one with Sergeant Pacitti. Tina, with BB in her corner, takes on Judas with Duronk in her corner. Are they still the tag champs? I think they might be. This is where I have to scroll through and find out. No. P-Volution won it back, didn't they? P-Volution won it back right at the end of Season 1. There we go. And in the main event, Simon Miller goes one-on-one with Billy Ray Walrus. And as if to voice her frustrations, the Queen herself is here. Hello. You've got to come closer if I'm going to scoop you up. Oh, but you know my game. You know I'm going to scoop you. You know I'm going to scoop you. Gotcha. It's not very natural, is it, how I've picked you up? And you're not really sure what to make of it. Go on. You're not even on the card, Pippa. Season 2. It's the show named after you and you're not even on the show. Devastating news. Yes, Jake Conway is the protagonist of Ride to Hell Retribution, Worst Games Ever alumni, and I streamed all of it for charity a couple of years ago. It's awful, but maybe he has a promising future here in PIPDOWN. We'll find out, I suppose. Okay, she is on my lap now, and I can confirm, while she is not on the show tonight, we do at least have a verified PIPDOWN. The Pippa is down. She has taken a seat. Okay. Well then. We're doing this thing again where the show plays back to back to back, which is great, but also, you know, I need to back out so I can make sure I take photos of the running order. In fact, no. I was going to say I could take a photo of this whole running order here and play the right music, but the mods need enough time to be able to input the prediction information, so that's not going to work. Let me take a photo of this here so I know which order to play this. Brian Michael Bendis, the leader of the PlayStation Nation himself. Dave Bautista and Chris Jericho. And we do need to cut a match. God, I'm so out of practice here. Because of course the Lidl Kong Strong Championship needs to be defended in a tables match, which means the wheel must be spun. Who is... Thanks, Pippa. Could you have left my lap in a more disruptive fashion? We do need to cut a match. Oh, I don't know. Oh, what do we get rid of? My heart tells me it has to be the Sergeant Pacitti match, but I don't want to have to do that. Jake Conway's debuting. Will it have to be this one? We're getting rid of the only women's match, are we? We're doing this again. Now, there's a good chance the wheel will call forth some women for the match, but it's not a good look for PIPDOWN. It's not a good look for PIPDOWN if we cut the only women's match. I don't know what to do. I am paralyzed by indecision. Alcohol will help. Jesus Life, thank you for purchasing a pill breakfast shirt. A girl can never have too many awesome t-shirts. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it when it arrives. Thank you so much. Get rid of Jeff Keighley. Get rid of Jeff Adam. Ben hates women confirmed. Jake has to stay and be offensive. Cut the non-rivalry match. I went to school with indecision. All helpful. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, this is the only non-rival match, but it's also... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Adam. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Adam. I'm sorry. The Sarge has been cut. He's going to be devastated. 5-way match. Here we go. Oh. Multiple Adams have shown up to voice their displeasure. Okay. Title match on. The current Little Kong Strong champion is Pippa the Cat. She has made it to the show. She is on a record-setting streak, if I remember rightly. I might ask the my resident stats expert, the Drinks Fairy, to verify what win streak she's on. But I think she is the only Little Kong Strong champion to successfully defend the title maybe 3 weeks in a row, which is unprecedented, quite frankly. Wheel time. Here we go. Spin it to win it, baby. Let's do this thing. Jackanism. Whoa! I always forget you guys can't hear that. This website where I spin this wheel, it has sound effects built in, but it's obviously not coming up on stream. There's someone whooping every time. And sometimes I whoop along with it, which must be confusing. Here comes the Barbara. SmackDown, here comes the pain, Barbara Piss. He is wrestling tonight. That is a scary, scary thing indeed. Slot number 4 goes to... How much gold can Leon Sex Kennedy possibly amass? Where is he? I can't even find him. Why is he not in here? Oh, Leon PS1 Kennedy. Oh my goodness. I misread it. It's an entirely different Kennedy. And final slot goes to... Oh boy. It's... Oh, did that just disappear? I didn't mean to get rid of that. Let me... There we go. Silas the Dog Boy. Who is now officially on PIPDOWN. Where are you, Silas? He's got 2 attires. One has a bow tie. That's for special occasions. He's wiped off the blood and he's put a bow tie. Look how polite he is. He's smiling. Attire 1 for today, I think. Little Kong Strong Championship. Dog versus cat. Great point. Could be a disaster. Okay, we're finally ready to start. Brian Michael Bendis, Dave Bautista, and Piss Jericho in triple threat action to start PIPDOWN. I'll find my music. Predictions are live, right on cue. Thank you, mods. Ba-da-da-da-da. And we're ready to do this thing. Oh. What's it? Is this it? I think it's loading. It's just giving us a cool little screen there. Threw me off a little bit. Kalamazoo! We are in Kalamazoo, which is a real place.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 228 pounds, Brian Michael Morales.
Impressive rap sheet for Brian Michael Bendis. One-time Little Kong Strong champion here on PIPDOWN. Two-time BENXT men's champion. A win here tonight could propel him to bigger things. And not short of championship reigns either is the big man representing... Fucking hell. Representing P-Volution.
And his opponents, first representing Evolution.
P-Volution.
Washington, weighing in
P-Volution.
at 290 pounds, one half of the SmackDown Tag Team
PIPDOWN. Can't get the staff these days. Cover your ears, everyone. Is he gonna... Has he got more pyro? That might be all the pyro he's got. No, it looks like we're good. You are looking at a two-time and current PIPDOWN Tag Team Champion alongside Randy Honking of P-Volution. They recaptured these titles right at the tail end of Season 1. And he's in singles action tonight, which is interesting. You don't often see him in this particular environment. But let's see what he can do, I suppose. And now, the champion.
And representing the Union from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 228 pounds.
Hang on, why has he got two belts? Okay. Chris Jericho appears to have gone into business for himself. He shouldn't have both of these. Chris Jericho is, of course, the former PIPDOWN Men's Champion. Then he lost the championship to Funky Barbara Piss, who then unified it when she beat Simon Miller to create the undisputed PIPDOWN Men's Championship, which you see there, the golden one. Chris Jericho appears to have taken it upon himself to bring both of them to the ring tonight. Not really sure why. Either way, he is a two-time PIPDOWN Men's Champion. Done pretty bloody well for himself, I should say, and he is naturally representing the undisputed era, another piss-related faction here on PIPDOWN. Nothing but bragging rights on the line tonight, though. No titles at stake. We are, of course, using the sort of cinematic television camera option, which hopefully won't be too nauseating, but we've got all the HUD on screen so we can see how these guys are progressing towards signatures and finishes. Piss Jericho, God, that's the whitest canvas I've ever seen. It's actually quite hard to look at in reality. May need to nerf that slightly. It's a bit too bright. Brian Michael Bendis in full control here to start things off, and the champion rolls out drop kick. Drops Brian Michael Bendis, and then a lion salt from Piss Jericho, and Dave Bautista, the tag team champion, is there to break it up. Swarthy Mofo, thank you so much for the resub, 11 months. Oh yeah, here we go. 3 a.m. wrestling time. I appreciate your commitment. Thank you so much. Tag champ taking it to the world champ, but a counter from Piss Jericho as Brian Michael Bendis stalks. Oh, and Brian interjects, interrupts, snap suplex from Brian Michael Bendis, the former BENXT champion. Hasn't had much success here on PIPDOWN, although I've said that and realised that actually this is technically his PIPDOWN debut, having just moved over. And it appeared Dave Bautista brought a sledgehammer into affairs there. And Piss Jericho feeling confident, but immediately gets absolutely walloped by both Dave Bautista and Brian Michael Bendis, who say, oh, you think you deserve the close-up on the camera, do you? Oh, and it's same thing happens to Brian. Brian does the little Eddie Guerrero taunt and gets elbowed in the face by that man mountain, Dave Bautista. Brian Michael Bendis, though, able to get back to his feet, and Piss Jericho with the sledgehammer. This is a triple threat match, of course. There is no disqualification. There is no count out here in this match. And now Piss Jericho sent tumbling on the outside, and Dave's starting to feel it now. Piss Jericho, I would say, is closest to his finisher. That's what this blue bar means. When he gets the blue bar all the way to the top, he gets a signature maneuver, which is very powerful, and then you get a finisher. But it, of course, being a triple threat, even if you do go for the pin, or indeed the submission, there's someone not too far away to break things up. And face first goes Brian Michael Bendis, Piss breaker to Dave Bautista, and now would be a perfect time for Piss Jericho to make the cover, but I think he's wasted too much time. Oh, and the Judas effect back elbow to Brian Michael Bendis. Dave Bautista is watching on, and he's there to break it up. Interrupting the action to completely take you out of the experience for one moment here. I think I talked about this in the first episode of Season 2, I found a Reddit thread with a list of AI settings for the various sliders, like the percentage chance they will do this, or how long this will take to happen, etc. I have applied those. This is our first match with those sliders applied. So if you notice that anything is slightly different, that's why. I've heard it's pretty good, perhaps better than the default settings, but just an explanation there. We have applied custom match sliders to hopefully make the matches a little bit more interesting. Back to it. Sorry about your immersion. Dave Bautista standing tall. Piss Jericho there, able to hit his signature on Dave Bautista and then his finisher on Brian Michael Bendis, but he is not in control anymore. Just dumped on the floor by the tag champ, and Brian Michael Bendis takes down the big man. Only a matter of time until an update bricks those sliders. A lot of people in the Reddit thread were saying, well, the sliders don't even work, so I don't even know why you're doing this. We're going to try it anyway. Dave Bautista fall away slam. Piss Jericho waiting to pick the bones. Dave does have his signature maneuver, and Piss Jericho better watch out. And that's it, a massive spine buster from Dave Bautista, but Brian Michael Bendis waiting to take advantage. Slingshot over. Oh, and the slingshot sent on to Piss Jericho as Brian Michael Bendis tries to decide what he's going to do next. Stamp to the leg. Surely that's not enough. No. Dave kicks out. AI sliders, eh? Like number of fingers and how many people in the crowd all look identical? Not generative AI sliders. I stress that, although that wouldn't make any sense anyway. Oh, and Piss Jericho smashing that sledgehammer into the midsection of Brian Michael Bendis, who is able to get out the way, but a running neck breaker from Piss Jericho drops the former BENXT champ on the outside. And Dave Bautista now, finisher in tow, stalking Piss Jericho in the corner, back elbow to the undisputed champion, and he tumbles into the center of the ring. Dave now maybe looking for the Bautista bomb, and you can see Brian just doing a taunt, and the camera's left him behind there. Brian Michael Bendis back in the ring. Dave to the top rope. Brian slingshots back in, just in time to watch Dave drop a massive elbow. And Brian kicks Dave Bautista in the shins and then goes for the cover for some reason. Dave obviously breaks that up, and exchange here. Back and forth. Piss Jericho now with chops and strikes to the big man, and I believe Dave Bautista. Oh! Busted open, and that is Brian Michael Bendis' finishing maneuver though. Hello PlayStation Nation, and Piss Jericho immediately breaks it up. Brian got to be furious about that. Sends him into the ropes, head scissors, takedown. Brian Michael Bendis in full control, misses with that, and Dave will leap on the opportunity to pin, and he gets his feet on the ropes as well for extra elevation, only a 1 count. And Dave immediately turned his back to BMB, I'm not really sure why. Dave powering out, he does have a finisher, this could be his moment, if he can get him there. No, I think he's going for a suplex, he is. And Piss Jericho stirring on the other side of the ring, maybe Dave's chance has gone there. As Piss Jericho just a little bit faster, double underhook. Dave countering out of it. Throws Jericho over. And it appears Mr. Bautista is eyeing up a sledgehammer again. Perhaps he learned that from his one-time mentor, Triple Flush. And here's the Bautista bomb, if indeed he can get it. Piss Jericho is down. And that is a beautiful sit-out powerbomb, but unfortunately for him, oh, Piss Jericho immediately pounces. Counter from Dave Bautista, straight back to his feet. Dave looking the wrong way, into the turnbuckle. Piss Jericho now back in control, forearm to the spine of Dave Bautista. And it looks like Piss Jericho's going to steal this one, while Dave is groggy in the corner, and he's done it. And that is why he is your undisputed PIPDOWN champion. Took full advantage. Dave did the damage. Piss sent him into the corner and stole the pin. That is picking the bones if I have ever seen it. An impressive, tactical, if not slightly underhanded and sneaky victory for the PIPDOWN men's champion. You can't begrudge him that. Oh god, it's happening again. It's happening again. It's going straight into the next match. I don't want to do this yet. I'm not ready. We need to conclude the predictions. We need to do the next predictions. And I need to cue my music. Is there any way? Is there a setting for that? Does anybody know? Is there a setting where I can stop it if I go watch? I don't want it to play the matches sequentially. Maybe there is. Injuries. University tours, wear and tear. Superstar interested in the show gameplay, matchmaking. That's fine. I don't know. I don't care about those. No, I don't know. Maybe there isn't an option. There may not be an option to do that. I hope they add that, because I love the idea of watching the matches and having the different camera angles. I don't like that it auto-plays, because we've got fucking admin to do here, alright? We've got bloody spreadsheets to fill in, okay? So let's just chill out a little bit, alright? Edit shows and then tab over, I think. Oh, okay. Edit shows. So, we're doing PIPDOWN. Presentation. Can't see anything there that would suggest it's going to play sequentially. Show details? No, I don't think it's this one. No, I don't know. Not sure. Hello, BTJ! How are you? Welcome in. Yeah, I'm not sure it's actually a setting. There is a setting. You turned it on in the first episode. I don't know what that is. I don't know what setting I turned on, and I don't know where it is. Have you watched WrestleMania 42 yet? Yes, I have. Would you like to hear my review? That's it. I refuse to elaborate. There we go. Okay. It's fine. We'll just have to back out after every match. It's not a problem. And maybe they'll patch that in. Maybe they won't. They probably won't. But still. Up next, we have Jake Conway making his debut against the Ex-Borden. A brand new star joining the roster. You know what? Actually, I will elaborate further. I was happy to see Paige back. And also, when I was watching it with the Drinks Fairy and my brother, and we were having a great time, I enjoy watching it with the Drinks Fairy and my brother more than the actual wrestling itself, if that makes sense. I was happy that Paige is back. And there was something else that happened. I can't remember. My point's gone. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter now. I refuse to elaborate further. That's it. I'm done. Okay, predictions are now live. Who's going to win? Ride to Hell, Ex-Borden. Yeah, I'm not going to elaborate any further, but I will say there were some bits that were better than others, and I didn't hate all of it. But largely, I found it very underwhelming. And I won't say any more on the matter, so don't ask me, okay? I'm not going to say any more on the matter. I was mortified by the Danhausen bit, but that's it. I'm not gonna say any more than that. That's it. I'm not gonna say any more. So don't ask me. Okay, let's go. Let's go. 40 seconds left to wager your BENXT bucks. Let's see this debut of Jacob Conway. Whoa! What a cool dude!
Making his way to the ring from Double Cross Ranch, weighing in at 228 pounds, Jake Conway!
Crying face. Hello, Mr. Black. Welcome in. Jake Conway is here. He is, I believe this is the entrance that was for when the Terminator was in one of the earlier games, which you may be able to piece together now that I've said it. I think his eyes are even glowing a little bit, but that might just be a weird quirk of the lighting. It's probably that. Welcome to PIPDOWN, Jake Conway. Look at, he's got a big, weird-looking mouth. That is a spot-on likeness there. Let's see how he fares against the Ex-Borden. You are looking shortly at a former one-time Little Kong Strong champion. Eggsbudden, you have to imagine wanting to make a bigger splash than he did last year in Season 1. Putting down this fresh blood on PIPDOWN in Jake Conway could advance him to the top of the Butterfield division and get a shot against that wretched little freak Golem. Who knows? Who knows? His finisher should be doing a sex with his pants still fully on. You know what? I'll look through all 6,000 moves in this game. I'll see if I can find it. I imagine it's named exactly that, so I just need to go to D for doing a sex with his pants still fully on. Hi, Veraxis the Witch, how are you? I'm sorry to hear you're not doing so great. I just asked and then I read your message. I'm really sorry to hear that. Hopefully we can provide a distraction for you this evening, and you look after yourself, please. It's time for some nonsense wrestling. Jake Conway's here. So is the Eggsbudden. And can Jake make a statement? Oh, it's not looking good right out of the gate as the tenured PIPDOWN superstar Eggsbudden teaches this newcomer how to party. Oh no, and Jake managed to get back to his feet, threw himself at the Eggsbudden, who countered with a European uppercut. And what is the Eggsbudden thinking here? Springboard crossbody. Finds its mark and down goes Jake Conway. Jake rolls out of harm's way, but absolutely eats a knee from the Eggsbudden. Jake back to his feet, and he eats a foot instead. God, Jake's hungry tonight. Manages to get out of the way, though. And now Jake Conway has an opportunity, and I don't know what that was. I think he just kind of caressed the back of the Eggsbudden. This is not going well for Jake Conway here in his debut match on PIPDOWN. And the Eggsbudden really just giving Jake a moment to catch his breath and wrenching on that arm over the top rope, going to work on the elbow. And it's Jake now who finally gets some offense in. The big strikes from the scary bikey man, Michinoku driver there. From Jake Conway, takes a moment to taunt, and he's timed it perfectly, because if he took too long, the Eggsbudden would take advantage. Sends the Budden into the ropes, ducks down, jumps over, catches him with a... Oh my goodness me, was that a punch right to the stomach? Oh, backbreaker. And now we're starting to see what Jake Conway's really made of here. He beckons for the Eggsbudden to get to his feet, and for some reason the Eggsbudden obliges. Oh, elbow drop to the crown of the head. Into the cover goes Jake Conway. Kick out at 1. I went to school with Mitchell Noko driver. I believe you. I believe you. Springboard clothesline doesn't find its mark. The Eggsbudden sidesteps that. Now Jake back to his feet. Oh, but immediately just gets decapitated by the Eggsbudden. And the Eggsbudden does now have his signature. Jake Conway very close to getting his. And look at these educated strikes here of Jake Conway, the bikey man. And Jake now with a signature in tow. I'm not sure what his signature is. That ring mat hurts my eyes. I'll change it after this match. I'll change it. It just needs to be a little less bright, doesn't it? I didn't realise it was this bright until I was seeing it in this practice. Oh, the strikes from Jake Conway. That is his signature. Immediately into the cover goes Jake. He's going to try and beat the Eggsbudden off those punches to the face. Kick out at 2.99. Eggsbudden still hanging in here, but Jake Conway has a finisher. Oh, roll up from the Eggsbudden. Jake Conway caught unawares. Kick out at 1. Oh, and a boot. Uh-oh. Jake Conway now going for his finisher. He has him up. Oh, my goodness me. That brain buster from Jake Conway. He leans all the way back. And Jake Conway, welcome to PIPDOWN. A spirited defense from the Eggsbudden certainly had us going in the first half. But ultimately, Jake Conway, the biker Terminator, was just too much to overcome. And here is his signature here, just punches to the face. And this was not quite enough to do it. And ultimately, it wasn't long before we saw this finisher here blocked by Jake, that kick attempt from the X button, and that is of course called the doing a sex with his clothes on. That is the technical name for that move. Congratulations to Jake and those of you who backed him in this match. Way! Right, I've learned now. I'm going to quit the show so we can move on to the next. Oh god, no, just the hard cut. The hard cut isn't nice. The Firewall, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Hannibal Zomon. Welcome to the thickness, Hannibal. Enjoy your ad-free viewing and access to all of the emotes in the chat. Get stuck in. Thank you so much, The Firewall. That's really kind of you. Hooray, my first BENXT stream. Oh, Jacob, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. You got BENXT bucks? Wager them all. Go crazy. Okay. It's time now for the Lidl Kong Strong Championship to be defended. A little bit of history on this belt. This is, there's a title on each of our brands, Monday Night Babs, BENXT, and PIPDOWN. This is the one for PIPDOWN, that is defended on a weekly basis. Therefore meaning that it's unlikely that if you're a champion one week, you're going to be a champion the next week. All of these titles are defended in multi-person matches on PIPDOWN, and on Monday Night Babs, it's defended in a 5-person tables match. So this match could be over very quickly, or it could take a surprising amount of time. Pippa the Cat is the current Lidl Kong Strong champion. I believe she is either on 3 or 4 consecutive weeks with this championship, which is unprecedented in the history of this title. Apart from maybe one, I think it's literally 2 other people, the championship has changed hands every single week since it was introduced. So Pippa's run of form is unbelievable. Predictions are now live in the chat. Ben, remember to change the map brightness. You know me too well. I did immediately forget. I was too busy pressing buttons and waffling. That's not where I want to go. I wanted to press circle, not hold the button. Okay, so we want to go to Arena. Admin, guys. Admin time. PIPDOWN. Edit Arena. Matt Brightness, debuting next week. It's Matthew Brightness! When I met Tom Campbell for a drink a few weeks ago, he was telling me about a wrestler in the UK, an indie wrestler, that he's recently been really taken by, and I have since been very taken by, called Matthew Matix. And his whole gimmick is that he is... Have I mentioned this before? Trowling Badger, I can see, is already saying Matthew Matix. I might have already spoken about this. I won't say it again then. Anyway, his whole thing is maths. That's it. Matthew Matix. It's brilliant. No, but Tom has spoken about it. Okay, all right. So Matthew Matix his whole character is that he does maths, and in the ring he'll like quiz people on. He'll like say, oh, "Stop! Don't hit me! What's 2 + 2?" And while the other person's thinking, he punches them in the stomach. Or he'll go up on the top rope and he asks for a big protractor, like a giant one that you saw in a classroom. And he'd get his elbow and he'd measure it and go, "Oh, yeah, that's the perfect angle for an elbow drop." Really, really stupid. I love that shit. It's amazing. So, yeah, that's Matthew Matix. I wouldn't be mad if he made his debut in NXT. Colour. Less. Why did I not think this was too bright? That's really fucking bright, isn't it? Just down a little bit. Oh my god, it was so bright. Shadows were absorbed by it. That doesn't make sense. Is that science? Let's go with a kind of grey. That's fine. We're okay with that. That's a bit more manageable to look at. Save it. There we go. Now we're going to go back into universe mode, and for some reason it will be loading a cached version. Oh no, what did I press? No, I don't want to do this. No, let me out of here. It'll load a cached version of the arena, which is somehow even brighter than it was before. Oh, okay. Wrestlers getting flashbanged when they're entering the ring. The lights come down, point of the ring. Everyone's blind. Right. It is time for the 5-person tables match. Let me just take a photo. Pippa the Cat defends her championship against Jackanism. Here comes the Babs, Leon PS1 Kennedy, and Silas the Dog Boy. Hiccup. I think the predictions have already gone live, haven't they? Yes, they have. Let me cue up my music. Okay. Let's do this thing.
The following is a fatal 5-way tables match.
Thank you, Trailing Badger. Predictions are Pippa 27%, Jack 7%, Babs 38%, Leon 9%, and Silas 18%. Now, before you're concerned, oh no, it's fine.
Introducing the champion from Newcastle upon Tyne,
It's fine.
England.
I'm going to have to explain it now, though, aren't I?
Libre,
Why would we be concerned?
total champion,
No reason.
Piper the Cat.
Pippa the Cat in her Felino squeak shirt, available now at benpottervo.com/merch. I have one. I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing my BENXT t-shirt. Pippa's main entrance is in a car, and I thought some of you might be a bit concerned that why is a cat driving a car? Well, Pippa did very well for herself in Season 1. She earned a fair bit of money, a lot of royalties, and so she decided to buy herself a car. And that is fine. If Pippa wants a car, she's allowed a car. Does Pippa get royalties for you using her image? 100% of the proceeds of the shirt go to Pippa's retirement fund. That's for legal reasons, that's not true. What would it even mean for Pippa to have a retirement fund? Are you insane? Are you insane? Are you insane? Are you? Let's have a look at who we've got in this match then. Pippa the Cat, former 2-time BENXT Women's Champion, 1-time PIPDOWN Women's Champion, and currently longest reigning and 1-time Little Kong Strong Champion. Impressive record for Pippa the Cat. Jackanism is yet to hold the championship on our show. Same for Here Comes the Babs, who is making her debut. Leon PS1 Kennedy, similar story. And Silas the Dog Boy is, of course, a former BENXT Tag Team Champion. We'll be meeting all of those wonderful competitors in just a moment. Dun 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 dun. I hope you're ready though, because it's time to meet the woman who started all of my wrestling streams. Get those salutes up.
Representing the family from Newcastle upon Tyne, England.
This is a frightening but very surprisingly accurate rendition of Barbara Piss from SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. She's here. She's graceful. It looked like her legs sort of disappeared there for a second. That was weird. Here Comes the Pain. Barbara Pierce dominated. I think she won basically every single championship there was to win in season mode of Here Comes the Pain. And now she is on PIPDOWN, and everyone better be ready. They'd better be ready.
And from the pits of hell, weighing in at 225 pounds, Leon the Player Kennedy.
Leon PS1 Kennedy is here. There was a little bit of spoken word there that you might have heard that was just talked all over. But it was the clip from Resident Evil 3 where Carlos is back in the station. Welcome, Leon. Bet you had a kick-ass first day. Whoa, look at his 6 skills. Can Leon finally win gold on our wrestling streams? Or is it time for this man to hold his first piece of singles gold? When I say man, I mean dog, of course.
From the Psycho Circus, weighing in at 395 pounds, the Dog
Haywood89, thank you so much for the resub. 9 months, Thank you. And Death14796, thank you. 4 months. Perfect time to resub when Leon Suplex Kennedy arrives. Thank you so much. And here we go. There it is. That Lidl Kong Strong Energy Drink Championship belt. Defended exclusively. Splat. In tables matches, you see 2 tables set up at ringside. Many more under the ring. As Jackanism punching. Here comes the Pain Barber in the face over and over again. And a counter from Barbara as Silas the Dog Boy takes down PS1 Kennedy, and it's Silas who eventually decides to pick up the table and slide it into the ring, and out comes Barbara. Maybe she's getting a table, maybe she's not. It appears that Silas has been designated the protagonist for now as the camera keeps following him. A second table has been slid into the ring. Nobody's got one set up just yet. The champion Pippa the Cat being feline handled by Leon PS1 Kennedy, and 2 tables nearly set up, but one is definitely set up. Pippa the Cat goes after the much bigger Silas the Dog Boy. Oh no, just clubs her to the ground. This might be the most stacked field that Pippa the Cat has had to defend her championship against so far since winning the title. And here comes the Barbara. Counter from Silas the Dog Boy. And Pippa agile as ever. Uh-oh! Silas the Dog Boy! He's done it! Silas the Dog... It's over as quickly as that. Silas the Dog Boy has dethroned Pippa the Cat in rapid fashion to secure it says, to secure his first ever singles championship, and the reign of Pippa has sadly come to an end. She's not taking it very seriously, and I'll tell you why. Because I can see her from here. I'll take a photo. Oh, bollocks. It's doing it again. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not ready yet. I thought it was about to crash then. She is absolutely conked out over there. That's why she lost. Congratulations to Silas the Dog Boy. Your brand new Lidl Kong Strong champion. His first singles title. And, I mean, how many opportunities did Dr. Hill have at the Aldi Red Thunder Championship? I think it was a lot. He was in that Battle Royal a lot, and he never won it. First time in, Silas the Dog Boy, no problem at all. Up next, we have Tina with BB in her corner taking on Judas, who has Duronk in her corner. This is a rivalry match, seemingly. Both members of tag teams. Judas and Duronk, of course, former PIPDOWN tag team champions. I don't know if they were BENXT tag team champions as well. I'm consulting the Oracle here. That's a no. One-time PIPDOWN tag team champions are Judas and Duronk. BB and Tina, one-time BENXT tag team champions. So we got a pair of former tag champs here. Are you ready? Tina versus Judas is next. Notifications alive. Just getting my music sorted. Let's go. Have we got one more? Yeah, we got another match after this. Okay, here we go. Hey, the mat canvas is a little easier to look at now, isn't it? Hey, speaking of BB and Tina.
Started watching BENXT last year for a laugh. Now I'm a WWE fanboy and my friends are sick of hearing about Nia Jax and Danhausen. Thanks, Ben.
Sorry. Wrestling does that. And by which I mean wrestling's brilliant. And I'm glad you're watching wrestling, but also I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you for watching BENXT too. I appreciate it. Speaking of BB and Tina, the iconic duo. Next week officially starts the month of May. That's MEIGH. An entire month of horse games every single Tuesday evening. Be excited. Current fave meme? Gooshness me. I meant to say gosh and goodness me at the same time. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. And here they come. Las Pokehamanos? What are they called again? I forgot. Funny, mine is gush. My mouth absolutely betrayed me there. Las Pokehamanos. I fixed it after all of you corrected me. Thank you. Christoph says, thank you for the bits there. Current favourite meme? I don't actually know. I'm not up to speed on memes. I still laugh about 420 and 69. I don't really use Instagram or social media in the same way that perhaps other people do. So I'm probably the worst person you could possibly ask. What's your favourite meme currently? Let me know. Here they are, the former BENXT Tag Team Champions, Las Pokehamanos, Judas and Doronk. But tonight Judas goes into battle alone against another former Tag Team Champion in Tina. Can Has Cheeseburger is a good one. You're right, it is. It's good. I quite like Badger. Tina and Judas locking up here. Tina with the upper hand. Judas rolls through. Look at this ability from Judas. Now takes control in this opening exchange. Wrenching on the arm of Tina. And that is going to be devastating for Tina. That is her horse riding arm, of course. Can't be doing that. Tina returns the favour. Bending back that wing of Judas. Chocolate Rain. Good. That's a great one. Good one. We'll always love lamp memes. Don't know why. And something of a bear hug applied here by Tina to Judas the Pidgey. And into a cover. Referee takes about 6 years to get there, and a kick out by Judas. Elbow drop from Tina. Hedonism Bat, thank you so much for the resub. 2 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. And Judas with those four wings to the face of Tina. Tina escapes. Very evenly matched, these two so far. Judas manages to grab a hold from behind. Clings on as Tina desperately tries to escape. Spins around. Takedown there, and now going to work on the neck of Tina, who is seemingly fighting for her life here. And Judas arguably gets the best of that exchange as Tina rolls to the outside for some respite, but Judas saw where she was going and immediately followed her out, slamming her face first into the ring apron, which I think is just a big TV. That's probably not going to feel too comfortable. Oh, counter from Tina. Punch to the midsection, referee up to a count of 3. They have until a count of 10 to get back into the ring. Up to 4 now. And Tina stamps on Judas on the outside. And now just throttling, or rather choking that chicken. Tina, 7 count, makes the right call, sends Judas back into the ring, and Judas didn't quite make it, but will follow her in afterwards. Oh, and an inside cradle there. I don't know how Tina didn't see that coming, but Judas taking advantage. This is a really tactical matchup between these two. No one's really hit any significant offense here. It's a lot of holds, a lot of exchanges. Each of these two trying to outsmart the other. Impressive skill on display, and a counter there. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Back and forth, said the little score update in the top left there. And Judas just pacing around now. Lifts Tina back to her feet. Tina sent into the ropes. Judas ducks under on a big forearm. Drops one half of Degeneration Hex. Up to the top rope goes Judas. Oh my goodness me, look at that. Can Pidgeys fly? The answer is yes. Of course, they're a flying type. Oh. And that was Judas's signature, actually. I didn't even take note of that. Judas does now have a finisher. And Tina has a signature as well. And Tina, this would be the perfect opportunity for her to get some offense in, if indeed she can get it. Massive uh-oh. I think we're about to get some shenanigans. Judas. Oh, they both take each other out. Both participants in this match are down. Referee checking on them both. Oh, and what's Daronk doing? Daronk's getting into the ring. Oh, and Daronk and BB are getting in each other's faces. Referee sending them out of there, though. They cannot believe it. This is not about them. Daronk, you're out of here. And Daronk cannot believe it either, as both Judas and Tina, realise that they are in here on their own now. And Judas turns her attention back to Tina, vice versa. Big right hand from Tina. Oh, takes her down at the knee. Judas perhaps looking for her finisher here. Tina staggering back to her feet into a powerbomb position. Double underhook. Oh, the Pidgey-gree. It's the Pidgey-gree into the cover. Tag team partners at ringside or not. This win, oh no, is not going to go to Judas. A kick out at the very last moment for Tina. Judas cannot believe it as the PIPDOWN universe chants fight forever. And what on earth is happening now? What am I looking at here? What's going on? That was so confusing, but the distraction allowed Tina to do exactly the same thing to Judas. Into the cover now goes Tina. Oh, and a kick out at 2.99 by Judas. What a match between these two. This is wrestling. Stamp to the beak of Judas. The match pauses so we can admire the new ring mat. Absolutely. Tina misses with that. Judas, big kick, levels Tina. And Judas sort of pacing wildly. And Judas to the top rope, might be looking for something sinister. Oh, missile drop kick. And Tina rolls outside to get a bit of a break. Judas to the top rope and connects with it again. No escape for Tina. And now Judas to the top rope, potentially looking to fly. Oh my goodness me. Oh no, Tina got her knees up. Tina got her knees up. And it's Judas now, who's potentially in a spot of bother. But even in this deep water, these two are going blow for blow. Right hands, slaps, chops. And I don't think Judas got anything in that exchange, which means Tina can do whatever the flippin' X she needs to here, including a massive spine buster. And now what's going to happen? It just works. We take another moment to look at the ring mat here as Judas gets back to her feet. And I think she was punching the referee as well. Oh, muscles are up and down. And Judas not done yet. Big clothesline. And is this it? Is Judas going to put away Tina here? Oh, a kick out at 1? What is going on? I mean, obviously the camera cuts are confusing, and I think I know why. I think it's because both of these guys, no spoilers, both of these guys have a power-up where they can call their partner to the ring to do a distraction. I think they've both tried to do that, but because both their partners were banished by the referee, I think the game is getting very confused and it's not working properly. Either way, though, this match has been really good so far. Very impressed by these two. For a pair of tag team champions, or tag team specialists, they're doing really well. And what is Judas looking at doing now? Judas, double axe handle, drops Tina. Tina with 2 finishes. Judas with a signature, very close to a finisher herself. Hello, Pop-Tarts is good. How are you? Judas misses. Oh, manages to connect with that, though. And now, Tina slips out. And Tina, side rush and leg sweep to Judas on the outside. And both participants are down. They've got until a count of 10 to get back into the ring, and luckily they're both stirring at the same time. Massive running STO. Oh, and a standing Spanish moonsault, sorry, but Tina got her knees up. We're up to a count of 6 now. Got to get back in the ring as soon as possible. Judas sent in. Tina following behind. Up to the top rope, still being counted out, which doesn't feel very fair. Tina, what's she going to do from here? Double axe handle of her own, directly to the beak of Judas. And Tina now sends Judas into the ropes. Huge spine buster from Tina. Tina now has all 3 finishes. That is absolutely absurd. Judas not looking so hot right now as Tina marches Judas over to the corner. I think because she's got 3 finishes, she can do a super finisher. And I think that's what she's going to do. I don't think we've ever seen one of these before. No, a counter. Judas with the counter. What a flipping match. And now Judas on the middle rope. What's she going to do? Another missile drop kick. And both of these guys have been through an absolute war in this match. Judas sends Tina into the corner. And now Tina hops out. Scorpion Death Drop DDT from Tina. And now Tina again looking to go for her finisher. What will it take to end this match? Boot to the midsection. Finally looking to go for that horse pile driver. It's not, it's a pedigree. That's fine. The horse pedigree. And surely that is going to do it for us here. What an incredible match from these two. 4.5 star rated match. We rarely get that high. That was bloody great. What a flipping wrestling match between these two, bugs notwithstanding, of course. Back and forth they went. That could have gone either way. And tonight, it was Tina of BB and Tina who comes out on top with a massive victory. She was the odds-on favourite, seemingly. Congratulations to all of you who successfully backed her here. And that means we've got one more match to go, my friends, for this inaugural episode of PIPDOWN, and that is Simon Miller, one-on-one with Billy Ray Walrus. 0-4. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This could be the one, though. This could be the one. And you were going to cut this. I know. We might have never seen it. Hello, Misfit Dad. How are you? Welcome in. Main event time, my friends. Simon Miller, Billy Ray Walrus, both former world champions in their own right. I will get to their bona fides in just a second as I prepare my music. Whet my whistle. And have a good old think about what's next. What am I saying? My brain just sort of filled in some words there. I still don't feel quite right after coming home. My sleep pattern's still not quite there. I think it's bedtime right now. That's what my body's telling me. The alcohol will fix it. It always does. Ben, when you did that wrestling training video with HD Drake, what was the hardest part? I speak as someone who has done wrestling training. Well, HD Drake is fucking brilliant, and he was so accommodating. And obviously the whole thing was a bit. That was the point. And I remember at the time a lot of comments were like, Peter was the only one that I'd bring back. Like, him running the ropes was so good. Sort of almost ignoring the fact that I was deliberately kind of prancing and like doing the worst thing I possibly could. What I'm saying basically is that if I tried hard, I could definitely have done it, like, well, good. But my larger point is that he didn't really put us through the ringer or anything. So actually, the whole day was a fucking delight. It was awesome. Like, I walked away from that with the biggest smile on my face. Like, that was like a bucket list checkbox. Like, yeah, that wasn't a wrestling match. That wasn't even real wrestling training. That was just really fun, and I had a great time. So, yeah, regular wrestling training, I imagine, pretty fucking grueling. For me, though, it was a delight. It was really fun. So, but mainly it's because I'm so fucking sick. Yeah, I'm so good at stuff. So, like water off a duck's back, weren't it? It wasn't. I appreciate the graft and the craft. It wasn't. It wasn't anything I had to worry about though that day. Anyway, we should crack on. Predictions are now live. You have 20-ish seconds left. Where do those BENXT bucks, my friends? Let's do this thing. Why?
Why?
Simon Miller is here. You are looking at a former Aldi Red Thunder champion, in fact the first ever Aldi Red Thunder champion, and a one-time PIPDOWN men's champion. He did ultimately lose in the unification match against Funky Barbara Piss, but he was still world champion, damn it! Simon Miller. Ready for action. Let's have a look at our collective sum, shall we? Sorry, slight production error in the truck there. Clicked it too many times. Billy Ray rocking the Worst Games Ever merch here tonight. Former one-time BENXT men's champion and former two-time Aldi Red Thunder champion. Both men here, I believe, are in the men's World Championship division on PIPDOWN. Billy making his debut here tonight on PIPDOWN. He was on BENXT for the longest time. And a win here would move either of these men up the rankings and potentially line them up for a future shot against the undisputed PIPDOWN men's champion, who we saw earlier tonight, Piss Jericho. Let's get stuck in. Billy is ready. Simon is ready. It was nothing like the Louis Theroux wrestling training. No, it wasn't. Oh my god, that looked awful. I remember watching that episode. When was that from? Was that from the very early 2000s, very late 90s? He was sick, wasn't he? It was so horrible. He was worked so hard. Billy Ray! Simon Miller up on the shoulders, and Billy Ray slams Simon down. Oh, but he misses with that. Simon, big right hand. Springboard disaster kick from Simon Miller. Drops Billy Ray Walrus. Full mount. Left hands raining down on the perfectly coiffed sideburns of Billy Ray Walrus. Why did the t-shirt make him look even more cursed than when he's shirtless? Don't know what to tell you. He's not cursed at all. He's beautiful and perfect. So you watch your mouth. Trading blows now, these two. Simon with the counter and a chop. Billy with a chop and a chop from Simon. Back and forth, another chop and another chop. Billy beckoning for more, as is Simon. Oh, big right hand to the jaw of Simon. Oh, and these two just leathering each other in the face now. Don't really know what the end goal of this is, but They're both a bit worse for wears. And who's going to land the first blow? It's Billy Ray Walrus with the quick roll-up pin there. Kick out of nothing. Going to have to do a little bit more than that. Simon Miller very close to a signature maneuver. Billy Ray not too far from one. And Billy picks Simon back up. Counter from Simon sends Billy over the top rope, and Simon with a big right hand countered by Billy Ray. Billy back into the ring. Simon waiting, but Billy seemingly just a little bit faster than Simon Miller. Billy has Simon up. Textbook suplex there. Mudnook, have some lovely tea. I'll catch you later. And say hello to Amalia from all of us. Billy Ray, big punch to the breadbasket. Simon Miller in a boot to follow. And up into a powerbomb position. And straight back down. Slamming Simon Miller into the canvas. Billy Ray looking good in this match. He does have a signature. And what's he going to go for here? Ooh, completely misses. That was Billy Ray's signature. Unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool. Simon Miller able to get out of the way, and Simon now is the only one with his signature. Billy Ray got a lot of uphill to climb now. A lot of hill to climb, sorry. Of course, if he did counter Simon's signature attempt, he would get that signature right back, but Simon seemingly not going to let that happen. As he goes up to the top rope, springboard moonsault. No water in the pool for Simon this time. Billy Ray ducks out, grabs a hold, picks him up, and a knee breaker, or a shin breaker from Billy Ray Walrus. Big clothesline from Simon Miller. And another. Catches the leg, sweeps the other, and Simon Miller now is rolling. Billy Ray Walrus needs to watch out. Simon going for the pin attempt there. Referee in position 2. Only a 2 count. And Billy straight back to his feet. Doesn't quite manage to get there in time, though, to catch Simon Miller. And Simon now, we know what his signature is. Oh! Apparently we didn't. That was it. Into the cover goes Simon Miller. That big spine buster. Billy Ray kicks out. And Simon now with a finisher in tow. Surely it's just a matter of time before Simon gets out of here with a victory. And Billy dumping Simon Miller to the outside, buying himself a little bit of time. And Billy watching on with interest. Referee starts her count up to 2 now. And Billy decides he's seen enough. He goes out there to take the fight to Simon. Scoops him up. Oh, and spine first. Onto the ring apron. That is the hardest part of the ring, as Simon Miller well knows. That expressionless face of Billy Ray Walrus shown in high definition as he swings wildly and completely misses. Chop from Billy. Repeated strikes. Simon counters one of them. Counter again from Billy. Boot to the midsection. Billy now sends Simon sprinting along the outside area. Oh, misses with that. And Simon now. Referee up to a count of 6. These two need to get back into the ring. Simon walking Billy over to a position where he can throw him back in. 7 now. Oh, Simon went for that slingshot senton. Didn't quite have enough distance, though, to get him. He brings Billy back to his feet. Billy now sent into the ropes. And a spear! A spear from Simon Miller. And he is such an explosive athlete that surely that is going to be all she wrote. No, Simon cannot believe it. Billy Ray Walrus kicking out of the spear here. And a frustrated Simon Miller staying right on the offense. Not giving Billy Ray any room to breathe. Simon now to the top rope. We don't often see him up here. I don't know what he's thinking of doing. Simon. Oh, just a single boot right to the jaw of Billy Ray. And I think Simon was going to follow up with some more ground and pound, but Billy able to reverse, and a massive splash from the pink phenom. And Billy Ray now has a signature and a finisher, and I think he's going for one of them here. Not looking good for Simon, as Billy Ray has that rock and roll spin in exactly where he wants him. The achy, breaky heart. Oh. And Simon kicks out. So close to the 3 count. Billy Ray up to the middle rope. Elbow drop. Oh, I thought Simon was getting out of the way of that, but not quite. And Billy, perhaps looking to do his signature, sorry. Grabs Simon. Walks him over. Simon. Scooped up. Simon manages to escape out the back door. Scorpion death drop from Simon Miller. And Simon now feeling confident. You see the bruises on the face of Simon. He's taken an absolute battering in this match. Billy Ray sent into the corner. Billy Ray's underwear? Sort of breaking through his underwear. Not really sure what those black marks were there for a second. And Simon, oh, disaster kick from Simon Miller. And now it's Simon Miller who has a signature. And Simon up to the middle rope. Double axe handle finds its mark. Simon now, he knows what he needs to do. Does Billy Ray have enough in him? Oh, he manages to connect with that one. To avoid the onslaught, Simon Miller will surely execute in just a second. Forearm to the temple of a prone Billy Ray Walrus. Boot to the spine. And now Simon calling for it. We're about to see the Miller hammer. He has him in position. Billy Ray is stunned. Look at the power of Simon Miller. He has Billy Ray Walrus up and down. Talking at the very last second and into the pin. Surely this is it for Billy Ray. Huge victory for Simon Miller here in our main event. Incredible performance by Billy Ray, it must be said. Back and forth again, these two went. I think it's in the one-on-one matches that we're really starting to see the benefit of these sliders, because I do feel like the one-on-one matches have been a bit better this week than before. A little more dynamic, a little more unpredictable. But at the end of the day, Simon Miller with the Miller hammer that secures him the victory and those all-important placement increases in the PIPDOWN men's division. Simon Miller, somehow the underdog in this according to the predictions, but congratulations to those of you who predicted. Hello, is it going to play the song again?
Why?
Again, there was an error in the production truck there. Apologies, everyone. Simon Miller wearing the wounds of war on his face, those bruises. But tonight he starts his march back towards World Championship gold. Hey, I'm biased, but I think that was a pretty decent episode of PIPDOWN. Congratulations to Simon Miller. Pub Wheelie, 55 stream streak. Incredible stuff. Thank you so much. By the way, I'm live again tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. I shuffled these streams around this week because of my travel back and sort of a recovery day was kind of needed. But it'll be Pokemon tomorrow at 11 a.m, continuing the stinky run of Honklin in Pokemon Platinum version, doing our poison type only playthrough. So if you're around tomorrow morning, or if you're at work and you can get away with having a sneaky second screen on in the background, I will be on at 11 a.m. It was great, except all my losing. Hey, next week's a different week. It's time for the second episode of Monday Night Babs. Should we see what the game has generated for us? Yes, we will. We also get to see if the Tesco KX Championship is still broken. Hopefully not. We have Pamela Anderson against Miss This Legs. Lord Brovic, the PlayStation Nation champion, takes on Nathan Cake. Triple Flush and Rim Flare, the tag champs, take on Seth Pisson Rollins and German Cheggers. For some reason. Santina Morella and Carla take on Senior and Junior Lynn and Eve and Anna in tag team action. And in the main event, there's a promo off between Chris Alpha Redfield and the Monday Night Babs men's champion, Leon Sex Kennedy. They're going to talk to each other. What about? I don't know. I don't know. Hello, Amateur Gaming. You won't be scolded. You will be welcomed. Thank you for being here. Oh, what do we cut? I'm going to go with that one. I'm more interested in this match than I am in this match, which is weird because that has our tag champions in. But even so, I don't want 2 tag matches. Are you crazy? It's like filling up on bread, but bread is delicious. Probably going to cut this one. And yes, this is real Chris Redfield, unlike last night when we played Resident Evil 7's DLC where it has #NotOurChris in. So, in fact, one thing I need to double check before we actually start this show. Amateur Gaming 96, 15 stream streak, thank you. That's got to redeem me slightly. Oh, it certainly does. Don't you worry about it. Oh, God. I pressed circle. I didn't mean to press circle. Come on. Let me back in. I don't care about the island. I don't care. Stop it. I wanted to check the moveset of Chris Redfield to make sure it's like his signatures and his finishes are punches. because obviously. He's not wrestling, but it's just occurred to me that should be the case. Chris Redfield. Edit. Omega Driver and Lawn Dart. I kind of want to see that. Let's have a look. Dum, 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 dum. Right. Signature. Doomsday Saito. I mean, that's a cool move. I mean, that's a punch and then a spear. We like that. Superman punch is great as well. Okay, I may not change those. Those are fine. But yeah, Big Show's WMD is exactly what I was thinking. Just a massive punch. Omega Driver is going to be... Oh, I mean, that's a sick move, but it's not right. It's not right. It should be a punch. Lawn Dart? Okay, I quite like that one. That's funny. What is the Yokosuka cutter? It's got some cool moves, man, but they're not quite Chris enough, you know? It's too wrestling for Chris. Yeah, I think Lawn Dart, I'm happy with Lawn Dart. That's just objectively funny. To watch him just throw someone like that, that makes me laugh. What do we think the move is called? Is it still going to be called WMD? Considering... Oh, it is. Okay. That is exactly what his finishing move should be. Could watch this all day. Yes. Yes to that. Yes. Ringside. Just WMDs for everyone. I like that I don't have to scroll to find it either. WMD. If you're on the outside, unfortunately, you're going to get a WMD. There we go. Perfect. Right, that's good. I'm glad I checked. That is exactly the move that I want Chris to have. So, done. The boulder punch. Surely we need Chris versus Daronk at some point. Oh my god, can you imagine? You want to see Daronk die for a second time? Sounds like you do. Okay. So, let's get rid of this tag match. And hopefully the Tesco KX Championship is not going to break everything. You are now all witness to this. These are the matches as we have them at the moment. When I was setting it up for the first stream, every time I added the Tesco KX Championship match, it changed the order and the layout of every other match, and eventually it started deleting other matches until there were only 3 matches left. It completely broke the game. I'm hoping it's been patched several times since, so here's hoping that it's going to be fine. Now, someone suggested last time, because we do a tables match for PIPDOWN, we do a battle royale for BENXT. Last time we did a tables match as well for Monday Night Babs, and someone suggested a first to a finisher match. So if you hit your finisher on someone, you win immediately. I did some research, and I couldn't really find a reliable way to do it, to make that match, because you can make custom matches. So what I instead made was a match where everyone starts with 3 finishers, and it's an elimination match. So if you pin someone, they're eliminated, but the match continues. So we could try this, but I think it'll go on too long. So if we can work out a proper way to make it so that if someone gets their finisher and they hit their finisher, they're the winner, then that'd be great. But I'm worried this will take too long, and outside of a battle royal and a tables match, there aren't really any other interesting multi-person match types that don't take half an hour. And I don't really want a match that takes half an hour on the show each and every week. So, finishers? You want to try this? You want to give this a go? This is a 5-way match where DQ is off. Everyone starts with 3 finishers. So we're going to give that a try, all right? And of course, in here by default, show me my champions. Mystery champion is Mary-Kate Olsen, the inaugural Tesco KX champion. And for the rest, she's got 2 attires, look, incredible. We need to spin some wheels. Nora Cheese's life, if you do nod off, hope you sleep well. Catch you in the next stream. Can you not select the match type but change the game setting to a time limit? I could, but then it might end in nobody winning. I don't know if it'll then decide. Can we change it in match options? We can make the finishers charge really fast. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to reliably do it, unfortunately. So I'm gonna plead ignorance on that one, I'm afraid. But it does mean that it is time for the wheel. Wheel, 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 wheel. Scroll down. That's right, they're on the same page. Here we go. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Here we go. Pamela Anderson is already in a match. We will spin again. We're not doubling up. Oh, the grim ace of Monday Night Babs has been called by the wheel. Next is Carla is already in a match. It's no good. We spin again. Miss This Legs is already... What's going on now? Miss This Legs is already in a match. Can we... Please, give me some new ones. Thank you. Seth Pissin Rollins has been called by the wheel. This is going to be another stacked multi-person match, isn't it? Seth Pissin Rollins. There we go. What about everyone starts at 3 finishes and low health, first blood or KO with eliminations? I don't know if you can set that in the match settings. I can show you what I'm working with, but I couldn't see an obvious way to actually do that. Even though you can create a match type, it still seemed pretty limited. So I don't know if we can get that granular. 2 more spaces remain. You can. Okay, cool. Well, then you will show me how in a moment. Ponglin! Get in here, buddy! Ponglin. There we go. And the final slot goes to... Since you and Ben Potter are legally different people, but that is the Peter Austin, how do you feel about Peter teaming with a different Ben Potter? I mean... He's his own man. He can do whatever he likes. Am I a little bit hurt by it? Yeah, of course I am. I'm devastated. Every day I'm devastated. I lose sleep, but it's fine. You know, he can do whatever he likes. But I am devastated, though. Let it be said. Right, triple flush. I think we cut his match, didn't we? Yes. So there we go. I didn't turn it into a title match. You idiot. No. Right, here is where it's going to break if we add the Tesco Championship. Let's find out. Okay. That seems to have stayed the same. Save it. Okay. It's fine. It's worked now. We're okay. Admin time, everyone. Get ready. Okay. Help me. Teach me. Custom matches. Edit. Finishers. Edit. Custom matches being used in a different universe. If the custom match is edited, it will be replaced by a different match type. Do we remember who got called by the wheel? I hope we do. We can just rewind. So we want a 5-way. KO off, KO on. How does it work? What do I do? I can't do first blood. It doesn't let me. Is that because there are too many people? Does it need to be... I wouldn't have thought that would be the... Okay, so normal, fatal 5-way. Turn those off. I see. Okay. So we want first blood on. Yeah? First blood. So the first person to bleed, make someone bleed, wins. Cool. Elimination on. Time limit. 10 minutes? Maybe just leave it with no limit. Everyone starts with finishers. Everyone's health is low to start with. So that increases the likelihood of someone just getting hit with a finisher and losing immediately. Yeah? We don't really care what the weapons are. We could just put flip-flops in every single... Look at these. What is going on here? Is that an explosive sledgehammer? What is that? How about apples? Apples in every single thing. So they can just throw apples at each other. Apples. Apples everywhere. Oops. All apples. Trying to make someone bleed? Afraid not. Apple time. Everyone's got the sniffles match. That's what this is going to be. Everyone is starting with low health, 3 finishers, and the first person to make someone else bleed wins. Which could be a massive disadvantage if you don't have a finisher that hits someone's head, but there we go. What do we want to call it? First apples. That's rubbish. Rubbish. It's rubbish. Make all the weapons food-based and call it the Tesco meal deal. I like it. Do we have any other food? Apple. There is no other food. Lolly. We've got a big lollipop. That's it. That's all. First apples. Hate that. But I like it as well. It's terrible, but I do like it. Cool. Okay. So this is what we're going to try, and we're going to try this for the first time now. Okay, so it just removed the match. So we'll just add it. That's okay. We can do that. We can sort of remember, right? First apples. Rubbish. Okay, so we had Mary Kate. Yes, we had Seth Pissin Rollins. Where are you, Seth? Huh? What? Oh, I've gone to high flyer. Why is it? It's changed what I'm searching through. Am I not allowed? Why are boys not allowed in this match? Are you allowed to do intergender first blood matches? Maybe you aren't. Maybe we have encountered an issue here, my friends. If I choose Lord Brovic, and then, yeah, I don't think this match type's going to work. It's not going to let us do boys versus girls. Boo! Did you set it as intergender possible? Oh god, is that another thing I have to do? Flippin' heck! It's so simple. Apologies for the admin. We are only on our second week in this new season, so there are gonna be growing pains. We're gonna have to make some changes as we go. Edit. Yes. 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 No, there's no option for intergender. I don't think we can do first blood, my friends. I don't think we can do it. Oh, man. That's a shame. Would it help to change the menu language to Japanese? I don't know. Okay, well that's not going to work then. We're just going to have to give up on this. We're going to have to go do tables, I think, for the sake of time, until they patch something in or we work out a workaround. We're going to have to do a tables match. That's okay. It's not what we wanted, but needs must. If the game's going to be rude, then that's what we're going to have to do. Okay, let's go through this again. Mary Kate, where are you? Yes. Seth Rollins. Yes. And I've already forgotten who everyone else was. Triple Flush was called forward, I think. Ponglin was. And who was our final participant? Grimace. That's everyone, isn't it? Ponglin and Grimace, cool. Grimace. Go. Championship. Tesco. Accept. Go. What about Dumpster? Dumpster is only one-on-one, unfortunately. And we kind of want the opportunity to have lots of people involved. And also, Dumpster matches are exactly the same as casket matches, and they take, and ambulance matches, and they take ages. The AI just keeps fighting out of it endlessly, which is a shame. Okay. We're ready to start this thing finally. Pamela Anderson goes one-on-one with Miss This Legs. Thank you for bearing with me. Back to the wrestling now. Okay, I've got my music. Predictions are now live. Thank you, mods. Is this sheet metal? Is this legs? Here we go. Why are we immediately assuming the blood is the problem? Ever considered those apples instead? Could be that we have too many apples, and that has broken the game. That's a very good point. Okay. Let's do it. It's Pamela! Oh! Look out, Pamela! Pamela, Jesus, watch out! Pamela Anderson, no stranger to championship gold. She was a very long-reigning BENXT Women's Champion. Unfortunately for her opponent, Legs, no gold on that side of the equation. But a victory here tonight on Monday Night Babs for Pamela Anderson would be pretty huge, especially considering that everybody is looking to make a statement here.
Is scheduled for
on Monday Night Babs, it being a brand new show. All the records are clean. Every win matters an awful lot. Briefly forgot who she was facing then. I have now remembered. It is, of course...
Oh, is this legs?
Legs. The boos raining down on... this frames so weirdly. Sometimes we get a glimpse of the legs. The rest of the time, like now, we're just looking at like nothing. There's nothing there. There are the legs. I see them, and they're sort of gone again. Terrible camera work here, and there are the legs. I see the legs. You guys see that? Okay, we've got legs again. Cameraman needs to do a much better job. I'm barely seeing the legs here. Again, there's nothing there. Absurd. Oh, my God. And the legs are gone again. Right. Let's get this show... Boo! Let's get this show on the road. Pamela Anderson, former Women's World Champion, taking on legs. Look! The legs are nearly as tall as Pamela Anderson is. Jesus, the legs going to work on Pamela. Head scissors takedown from legs. Slingshot's over. Springboard. That's a swing and a miss there, but legs still able to capitalise as she sends Pamela Anderson into the ropes. Oh! A strike to the midsection and a counter there from Pamela. She is made of metal after all. You don't want to kick a piece of sheet metal. And Pamela Anderson, the victim of a roll-up here into the cover. Only a 2 count. Very quick start to this match. Difficult to argue that legs has absolutely had the upper hand, or rather foot, so far. And somehow manages to roll Pamela Anderson over. And then kicking her right in the face as legs goes to the top rope. What is legs thinking here? I don't know. Just a little pose there, potentially, I'm not sure. And an incredible leaping Hurricane Rana. Misses with the leg drop, though. Pamela now in control. Headbutt to legs. And Pamela Anderson. Big clothesline to legs. And a leg drop of her own to legs. And Pamela Anderson sits legs up off the ropes. Rolling neck snap. Again, I'm not entirely sure legs has a neck. But regardless, Pamela Anderson going to work here. Slamming legs into the canvas over and over again. Close up of the referee's trousers there. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Pamela eyeing up her competition. Grabs a hold. Oh, showing off some power here. Oh, my goodness me. And if this was a first blood match, that would be it. As Pamela Anderson beckons for something sinister. Legs staggers back to her feet. But legs able to get a counter in here. Elbows to the midsection of Pamela. And now, lifting up Pamela Anderson like she was made of nothing. Oh, a shoulder breaker from legs to Pamela Anderson, and out slides both participants in this match. Legs, getting a bit confused. Manages to get over the steps eventually. And several heavy strikes to Pamela Anderson and a kick to the face as well. And legs now has a signature maneuver, as does Pamela Anderson. The question is, who's going to get it off first? I think it might be legs. But Pamela manages to duck out of the way. That is devastating for legs. That was legs' signature. And Pamela able to escape it. And wow, look at the power of Pamela. Up on her shoulders and face first goes legs. And Pamela now in full control. Finisher in tow as well. As legs sent back into the ring at the referee's 6 count. Pamela Anderson decides to go to the top rope instead. And what's Pamela thinking of doing here? Legs, I assume, is getting back to her feet. Double axe handle. Into the cover goes Pamela Anderson. Kick out at 2. Legs is still in this thing. Pamela. Drops a knee over the back of the head of Legs. And rolls over Legs again. And a counter from Legs this time. And Legs does have her finisher. But Pamela closing the distance very quickly. Has her up and down. Impressive maneuver there from Pamela Anderson. Is this going to be it? It is. That was Pamela Anderson's finishing maneuver. And that's all she wrote for Legs here. Legs, who did put on an impressive performance, but unfortunately for her, the former BENXT Women's Champion was just too strong. Rope break, says the chat. We'll have to see on the replay. Let's have a look. Here's the double axe handle that was the prelude to the end here into the cover. Didn't quite get it done, but Pamela then able to hit her finisher, which as yet has not been named. If you have any ideas, let me know. Scoops her up. Slams her down. The legs are touching the rope at the moment. I mean, that is a foot under the rope, ref. That is a foot under the rope. In anyone's book, that is a rope break. But it is a victory for Pamela Anderson in the record books. Legs may have something to say after the fact. She'll have to go to GM. Here comes the pain Barbara Pierce to complain about that, of course. But for us, we move on to the next match. I didn't quite quit fast enough. So now we've got to look at this. There we go. Don't care, I won, hee hee. Up next, the PlayStation Nation champion is in action against Nathan Cake. Panhandle slam is great, I like that. Pamela's fuse puzzle. The panel pile. Oh dear. Panel related phrases for a finisher. Panel beater or panel show. The spark plug, panel breaker. These are all great ideas. I'm going to forget them for next time. I apologise already, but I love them. Bread versus cake. Excellent point. Lord Brovic takes on Nathan Cake. Did you guys see the... I think I posted it in the Discord. Let me see if I can find it. There was a business we drove past when we were in Japan. That's right. I went there. That's right. I went there. I'm going to see if I can find it. I think it was called Dank Brot. Let's see. There it is. Dank Brot. It's not really showing up very well. Dank Brot. Is that you, Lord Brovic? Did you do that? Is that one of yours? Oh, Ben, I just remembered. Did you give Pistian his turtleneck? I tried. It was on my patch notes. I looked everywhere. There is no turtleneck in the game. So I'll tell you what I did. I manually applied black images around his neck to simulate a turtleneck. If you squint, it looks kind of right. But also, I can't believe there's not a turtleneck in the game. There's certainly not a turtleneck that's sleeveless. So I have done my very best. I've done my best. 55 seconds remain in these predictions. PlayStation Nation champion in action against Nathan Cake. And that's coming your way right now. Thanks for not backing me, chat. What are we on at the moment? Oh, Lord Brovic is the odds-on favourite so far. Here he is. Look at that belt.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing BNB from Munich, Germany, weighing in at 230 pounds. The Pure Stampede National Champion, Lord
Close enough.
Brovic.
The leader of Brot Means Bread, our German faction here on BENXT. Captured gold in the debut episode of Monday Night Babs. Doesn't have to defend it tonight, but still, he's up against a crowd favourite Someone who's looking to climb the ranks himself. That being, of course, Nathan. 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 Oh, Jesus.
And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 319 pounds, Nathan Case.
Nathan Cake yet to hold a championship on this show, unbelievably. I can't believe it hasn't happened yet, quite frankly. But he is staring down a stalwart of the, and I mean this with all the love in the world because it's more than most of our roster have accomplished, the mid-card heavyweight, Lord Brovic, who was the inaugural Butterfield champion over on PIPDOWN, and now finds himself, of course, as the inaugural PlayStation Nation champion. A real trailblazer, and a victory here tonight for Nathan Cake could potentially put him in line for a future opportunity at that championship. Look at the silhouette of Nathan Cake as that emotional musical swell kicks in. We thought we'd never see it. Lord Brovic, Nathan Cake, one-on-one. And we are underway. And it's Lord Brovic who lands the first punch and several follow-up strikes as well. The two jostling here for power, and it's Nathan Cake who manages to muscle the PlayStation Nation champion back to the ropes. Referee trying to separate them, and she successfully does so. Nathan, though, getting a cheeky kick to the shin in and walking Lord Brovic over to the other rope. They'll be able to fight out of it, though. Grabs a hold, and that's a counter from Nathan. Nathan now into the corner. Oh, and Lord Brovic manages to counter that attempt to kick him in the face, but Nathan Cake manages to get... Oh, no, and he counters it again. Lord Brovic has that move well scouted. How many subs for Ben to get a Nathan Cake silhouette line tattoo? When I get 3,500 followers on Twitch, I will consider it, all right? There's my vague promise for you. I've not long had a tattoo. Whoa, look at that cake fly! I've just had a tattoo done in Japan. Some of you may not have seen it. This may be a better angle to show it. There we are. You can sort of see it there. It's a bonsai tree. A bonsai tree. Into the cover. Nathan Cake manages to get a shoulder up at one. Oh, counter from Nathan. Oh, and a counter from LB, I should say, as well. Back and forth they go. Nathan Cake not looking so good in terms of his health, and also he's nowhere near a signature or a finisher. Lord Brovic about halfway to his signature. It seems both these guys are tactically sacrificing their various signature bars in order to roll out of the ring or get up early. That's the kind of thing you can use this stuff for. I really thought Nathan Cake was going to fly there, but he didn't. He had me going. He rolled out instead. Wrenching on the knee and the ankle of Lord Brovic. It's a bonsai tree. There, I've said it. A bonbon. Fucking, I can't even say it. A bonbon bonsai, exactly. Cake. Oh, counter from... Oh, Lord Brovic sends Nathan Cake colliding with those steel stairs. My modding knee. Lord Brovic looks cool and in control here. Cheeky plug. Lord Brovic is currently playing through the My Rise career mode with the Winkler on his streams at the moment. Go drop him a follow and check that out. Oh, God, that was a horrible landing for Lord Brovic. I think his neck sort of collided with the stairs. I think we're closing in on a flipping double count out here. Oh, no. Okay, all right. I thought it was going to be a double count out. Lord Brovic going back inside the ring to dive back out did reset the count, so we're okay. We are okay. Nathan Cake, though, somehow ends up with the upper hand, and he's back in the ring. Oh, referee is... Yeah, okay, good angle game. Lord Brovic ducks out of the way of that, but Nathan Cake connecting with these strikes now. Oh, a super kick to the bread basket, the brot basket. And look at Cake fly! Oh, but it's directly into those exposed knees of Lord Brovic. And LB sends Cake into the ropes, and oh, Nathan Cake sidesteps the finisher attempt from Lord Brotovich. Perhaps a costly mistake. We got a pump-handled pile driver or driver there. Nathan Cake closing in on the biggest win of his entire career, but Lord Brotovich powers out. Oh, that was so close. But Nathan Cake now in possession of the finisher that by rights should belong to the PlayStation Nation champion, and Lord Brotovich counters it. And now it's Lord Brotovich who has the finisher back. Forearm to the spine of Nathan Cake. Counter from the Cake. The Cake now sends Brotovich into the ropes. Super kick. Catches the champion flush on the jaw. That finisher just went back and forth, but it currently resides with Lord Brotovich. Nathan Cake, though, needs to be very careful, because if Lord Brotovich connects with his finisher, it's going to be all over for the Cake man. Oh, and again Lord Brotovich counters with that. Oh, Nathan Cake counters the uppercut from hell. We've seen Lord Brotovich do that so many times, and Nathan Cake just swatted it aside like it was nothing. Not quite enough in the finisher department for it to fully exchange hands for a third time. But Nathan Cake, with a picture-perfect counter, putting himself right back in contention here. He managed to counter the huge uppercut, and he connected with that running kick this time. Look at the athleticism of the big man. Nathan Cake closing in on that finisher, and again, potentially closing in on a huge victory. Into the cover he goes off that springboard. Swanton! Champion kicks out. Nathan Cake has a finisher. Oh no! Lord Brotovich lying in wait, rolls up. Lying in wait, I should say. Kick out of 2. My God, who is going to win this match? LB. Oh my God! The package driver, absolutely nowhere for Nathan Cake to go. And surely... Hang on a second. No. That is not right. I can't have been the only person who saw that. Where is that referee? Nathan Cake fully got his hand on the rope there. It wasn't even like legs with the leg under the rope. Like, that was an animation that happened. Lord Brotovich did hit a devastating move on Nathan Cake. Hopefully we're going to see it here. Look at this. 1, 2, hand on the ropes, 3. Absolutely outrageous. Wave it off. That is not a real victory as far as I'm concerned. The PlayStation Nation champion may not know it though. It might not actually be his fault. That is poor refereeing. But officially, that's a victory for Lord Brotovich and a loss for Nathan Cake. That is shenanigans, but I don't even know if the game intended to do it. Outrageous! That was clear as day. That was absolutely flagrant. A flagrant miss there. I really thought Nathan Cake had it, you know. Nathan Cake got his hands on the rope. That pin should have been like, no, it doesn't count because he's got his hand on the rope. You've got to let go of the pin. Nathan Cake still had a finisher. Nathan Cake hits the finisher. Lord Brotovich is out for the count. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous refereeing here on Monday Night Babs. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Very clean win from me. Boo! You can take the mod out of the mod squad, but you can't take the mod squad out of the mod. Disgraceful. It wasn't even a rivalry. Nathan Cake, and I mean this, pun intended, will never get his just desserts from that. That's not even part of a storyline. Nathan Cake absolutely got fucked over there. Dreadful. Wait, why are we catching strays? You know what you did, Mod Squad. Right, let's try and refocus here, okay? Up next, we have the returning Santino Marella, the team of Santino Marella and Carla, against debuting for the first time as a tag team with their manager, Senior and Junior Lynn and Eve, and Anna. Not my fault, I'm not getting paid, I can't afford to pay off any reps. Well, explain that then, huh? You promise her a spot in the Brot squad, hey? In Brot means bread? Disgraceful. Don't know what to believe. Don't know what to believe after that. It was such a good match as well. So cross. You know what? Do you know what? Do you know what? We're going to play God. Rivalry. It's happening. We're doing it. I'm playing God. Sorry. Doesn't sit right with me. There. Have fun next week. You're in a rivalry now. Anyway, let's get back to it. Pippa, what do you think? Yeah, big yawn? She's having a bath. She's having a bath over there. Yeah? Okay, I'll leave you to it. I'll give you some space. Next up. Does the Cobra count as the third man? I think so, yeah. Absolutely. Right, let's go. Santina Morella and Carla against Senior and Junior, Lynn and Eve. A little bit of backstory again if you're unfamiliar with these two on the right. We bumped into them in the Pokemon Scorched Silver ROM hack that we played most recently in the Pokemon Day streams. And I was a bit confused by the syntax of Senior and Junior Lynn and Eve, and it tickled me and it stuck with me. Then we called them on telephone when we got their phone number, and someone called Anna answered, which made it all the more confusing. And now they're here as a tag team on Monday Night Babs. You'll be pleased to know that I have changed their attire after the mishap last stream where I didn't consider the implications of wearing dresses. It's fixed now. I've sorted it. It's okay. We're ready to go. Shorts. Is it shorts? I can't remember. We'll see. They might be wearing trousers now. Can't remember what I did. Anyway, it's not a problem anymore. Let's go. What have you got there? Oh, he's got a helmet. Oh, Jesus.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, and
Santana Mario, that's right. You are looking at former two-time BENXT Tag Team Champions here. Of course, on the Senior and Junior Lynn and Eve side, no such luck. They were in the ladder match that kicked off Monday Night Babs last episode, and they were unsuccessful, of course. But a big opportunity for Santina Morel here tonight, and Senior and Junior Lynn and Eve to advance up the rankings. Tights. We've got tights now. Toys. Anna there, summoning Senior and Junior Lynn and Eve to the ring. I was watching your Playing Every Launch Game Ever series this week, and I think the basketball legend that is Ben Lightning needs to join the ranks to dunk on some fools. God, I completely forgot about Ben Lightning. Is he really good at basketball? I bet he is. I bet he's really good at basketball. Right, let's get the show on the road. Looks like Santino will be starting things off for Santino Marella. And Lynn with the long blue hair will start things off for her team. Santino Marella, belly to belly. No counter by Lynn and a counter from Santino. And he rolls through into the cover with the bridge and a kick out at nothing. Drops the knee across the face of Lynn. It looks like he's going for a cross arm breaker here. Terrible angle for it, and he's managed to get it. But Lynn's powering out. Stiff right to the face of Santino. And a chop, but Santino gets out the way of that one. Forces her over to the ropes. And Santino now taking his time, sends her into the other ropes. He ducks under, bounces off himself, and a big clothesline completely blocked by Eve. Great camera angle again. Brilliant work. Boot to the hamstring. And he picks Lynn back up. We may be looking for a tag here. And he sends her into friendly territory. Oh, but the tag was not made because Carla took a cheap shot as Lynn went past, and a tag cannot be made. Into the cover goes Santino. 2 count. Not quite enough damage done yet to Lynn. And a counter from Lynn. Oh, and a super kick to the face. Lynn very explosive, very fast. As we are witnessing now, into the cover, forearm across the face as well, the disrespect. Another brilliant shot ruined by Eve. And Santino ducks under, clothesline from the Milan Miracle. Right hands over and over again. Oh, and Lynn this time is able to escape. Oh, and an elbow across the throat as she drives him into the canvas. Springboard moonsault, incredible. Look at the hang time of that. And it's Carla who's going to come in and break it up. And this is the point, of course, where I have to explain how the tag matches work here. If your tag team partner comes in to break something up, until they are then tagged, they will have a red X above their head, as you see with Carla. So Santino, for all intents and purposes, all intensive purposes, is now all on his own here. And if he gets in a spot of bother and he is pinned again and he needs help, he can't have any. Because, oh no, because Carla has already come in to attempt to break that up. Now, if he tags Carla in, that's reset. That's how it goes. What did you think of WWE's BENXT ripoff show NXT this week? I think they've outdone main roster recently, just way more exciting. I totally agree. I think I said this on my stream yesterday. I was catching up on the wrestling after WrestleMania because I avoided it while I was away, and I had Raw, SmackDown and NXT to watch. And I found that hour and a half of NXT to be so entertaining. Really, really good. I haven't watched this week's NXT though yet. But I have seen that there is a fairly significant debut, which I'm excited to witness myself. Back to it. Carla is now the legal person in this match. It appears Lynn is still the legal person on her side. In fact, I think a tag was made at some point. Eve was the legal person, and now Lynn is legal once again. And Carla having her arm worked on by Lynn, sent into enemy territory, and a cheap shot from Eve. So sorry, excuse me. Cheap shot from Eve. It's difficult to talk so much and drink carbonated beverages. Lynn now to the top rope. Carla is down, frog splash from Lynn. I've been so impressed with Lynn in this match so far. Into the cover, feet on the ropes as well for extra pressure. Kick out at 2 though. Referee not doing a very good job spotting that, quite frankly. Oh, and there is Lynn's signature maneuver. She should really go for the cover right now, but Carla able to escape, and Eve now potentially about to be tagged in. Oh, counter from Carla. And Carla, full head of steam European uppercut to the face of Lynn. Grabs a hold from behind. Hoists her up, and down she goes, face first. Very impressive stuff from these two. And I think Lynn's crawled into the cover there. Not a very good angle of it, but she took advantage while both participants were down. able to sling an arm over the top of the prone Carla. And a tag's now been made. In comes Eve. We're going to see some tag team offense here. Into the ropes. Look at that. Oh, and follows up with a stiff kick. And Eve now. Oh, misses with that elbow. Carla lays in some heavy artillery on Eve. Goes for the midsection. Eve propping herself up on the rope, but able to counter. Springboard misses there. That could be very costly. Do you have any NXT favourites? I've always been a Hank and Tank guy. Ethan Page, I have enjoyed ever since I first saw him in AEW. And I'm so excited he's on the main roster now. But Ethan Page is my guy. I love Ethan Page. Tag team offense from Santino Morel. Now as Santino is now the legal man. And a counter. Oh, crucifix bomb. Not into a pin though. And Eve looking to do some damage here. Ducks under, and I don't really know what are we doing here. What's going on? Eve is... Oh my god, did Eve just do the Cobra to Santino? Into the cover. Carla's breaking it up. Wow, what an insult this is. What an incredible way for Senior and Junior Lynn and Eve to get a victory over former tag team champions by beating them with their own move. Eve now, arm drag. Of course, Carla came in to break that up, so Santino is all on his own, and Santino just ate his own finisher. Big clothesline from Eve. Very, very impressed by these two in this match. Up to the middle rope, not quite close enough to land that knee drop. Tag made. Lynn legal once again, and Lynn has a finisher. Springboard moonsault. How much more of this can Santino take? He really needs to make a tag. If Lynn hits a finisher, it's all over. She may go for a tag finisher here. Every tag team has a tag team finishing maneuver, which is an even more powerful. Oh my god, what an angle. No idea what happened. It looks like Santino managed to escape, though. Oh, Lynn ducked out the way, but she can't get out of the way of those. Santino sends Lynn into the corner. Tag made. In comes Carla, and that now has been reset. So Santino is safe once again. Double shoulder tackle. Counter, and Carla goes into the corner now. Great tag match from both teams here. Oh, and a flatliner. Face first goes Carla into that middle turnbuckle. And Lynn still rocking that finisher. Hasn't used it yet. Perhaps biding her time. And Carla now sends Lynn into her own corner. Up to the middle rope. What's she looking to do here? Oh my god, she's just choking the life out of Lynn. That is not good. She lets her go very soon though, perhaps because the referee would have broken it up. Regardless. Carla. Return, sent back into her own corner. Counter back from Carla though. And Carla and Lynn now exchanging blows. Is Carla going to make a tag? No, big chop. Still thinking about another chop. And she's thinking about it again. Not going for a third chop. Puts her up on the top rope. Oh my goodness me, just drags her down shoulder first. What a nasty landing for Lynn. Oh, and a throat punch from Carla. And Carla has two finishers now. Into the cover goes Carla. Eve may well have to come and break this up. Yes, indeed, which now means that Eve has an X above her thing. And Lynn is all on her own. Carla has two finishers. This is not a good spot for Lynn to be in, but thankfully, for her sake, she's able to counter and maybe able to get a tag in here. Lynn looks exhausted. And again, she's taking her time. She's not going for the tag. She's going to go for this flatliner to the middle. Turnbuckle again. Being dragged into the center of the ring. You can hear the crowd booing Senior and Junior Lynn here. And Lynn still has a finisher. Counter from Carla. Rolls out of the way. Oh! Takes her down with a flying forearm. And now Lynn may be looking to cash in this finisher. Oh, she gets absolutely all of it. What an incredible flatliner there. All of the talk in the world. Santino is going to have to come and break it up. Oh, he took too long, and quite frankly, he didn't need to. It looked like Carla was going to kick out of that anyway, and now Santino's not allowed to come in. Both Lynn and Carla are on their own, and you can hear the Monday Night Babs audience chant for tag team wrestling. Oh, and the two collide. That's pretty messy. Carla, though, ooh, Oh no! That's a signature from Lynn. She's not going for the pin, but if she goes for the finisher here, Carla now, it's her turn. Counter again from Lynn. Both of these two have finishers. If one of them hits it, the other is all alone. This could be it. This is it. A submission maneuver from Senior and Junior Lynn. She lets it go immediately. Why's she done that? Carla crawling for the tag. She's crawling for it, and she makes it. Santino Marella legal again. And unfortunately for Santino, I'm not sure how, Lynn was able to get the drop on him. Counter from Santino, no. Santino Marella taking too much time as Lynn is crawling for the tag. She dives and the tag is made, and any blocks to interfere have now been reset. This match continues. We're officially on a 5-star match, by the way. What an absurd tag team match this has been. Absolutely ridiculous. Counter from Santino. Ooh, big knee strike. Santino picks Eve back up. Santino with a signature now. Counter from Eve. Oh, Shining Wizard. Into the cover goes Eve. Santino is down. Is Carla going to have to come and break this up? Oh, no. Carla didn't have to, but Carla got in the ring anyway, and now Carla's forbidden to come back in. Santino with the counter. Santino turns her around, forearm to the back. Oh, and a counter from Eve. Eve does have a finisher, and Santino is all on his own. If she's going to go for a tag team finisher here, it's likely going to be all over. She's staring at him. It's like she's almost forgotten how to do it. I haven't seen either of them do this, and they usually go for it quite a lot. Big boot to the hamstring. And just forcing the knee into the sternum of Santino Marella is Eve. Eve picks Santino back up. Counter again from Santino. He's still in this thing. I don't really know what happened there. That was a bit weird. Both of them slid about on the floor, but it's Eve who's back in control. Santino into that corner. Eve now. Look how fast she is. Taunts. She's lining him up. That angle is so good. But she misses, and Santino still has his signature. He's closing in on a finisher as well. In fact, he's got it now. Eve rolls to the outside. Is now back in the ring, and Santino looks frightened. Sidesteps. Misses with that, and now it's Eve back in control. These guys are countering all over the place. Hate to say it, but if the tag finish is fully set up, they are. I've definitely assigned them all, unless an update has undone them. The thing is, they're not even going for tag team moves, which is weird. They're just sort of hesitating. Santino now, much like his tag partner did, goes for a top rope choke and releases the hold. Now, things aren't looking so good for Eve. Every single person in this match has been absolutely battered. It's basically whoever hits a finisher next is going to win. Sort of where we are. Punch right to the stomach of Santino Marella. Counter now from Santino, who returns the favour. Eve now counters again. Santino back into the corner. What's she looking to do here? The right hands come down. 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4 is enough, says Santino. No more of that. Eve sent into the corner again. And now a tag is made. Carla, who does have a finisher, assisted shoulder tackle, flies halfway across the ring. And Carla rolls to the outside or climbs out. What's she looking to do here? She's going home. She's running all the way around the ring to just clip Eve with a clothesline. Hooks the leg. Goodness me. After a count of 3, knee drop misses on the outside. The action can only end inside the ring. Crucifix bomb from Eve. I don't know what it's going to take for this match to end. This is ridiculous. Eve is setting stuff up, but she's taking too long taunting as Carla forces her back into the corner. And Carla now counter from Eve. German suplex with the release from Eve. And now Eve is hopefully looking to go for her finisher. And she gets Carla up. Grabs those legs, spins round. Oh my goodness me, into the driver. Santino immediately decides, I need to break this up. And of course, Santino is now stuck on the outside of the ring. But Eve has a second finisher. And Carla is really hurt. If she can do one more big move and pin Carla, it's all over. And again, they're not going for any kind of tag team offense. I don't really know what's going on there. Goes for a running forearm instead. Eve could go for the cover now and she'd win. Slingshot sent on from Eve. Eve feeling it now. The ball is definitely in Senior and Junior Lynn and Eve and Anna's court, but Carla with a timely counter. I mean, they're all timely counters. At this point, this is ridiculous. How long has this match been going for? Absolutely absurd. One thing they have added in this is that if you're watching, you can pick wrap-up match. And what that basically does is it tells the AI, go for your finisher now. Whoever hits their finisher first is going to win. Carla looks knackered. She makes the tag. Santino enters. Didn't it start before you went to Japan? Fucking feels like it. I wanted to go and visit E.E. Tim about half an hour ago. That doesn't seem likely. Santino's locking in a submission on the outside. Of course, there's no tap-outs that will be legal on the outside of the ring. Leg sweep from Eve. Will this match ever end is a good question. Eve. Oh, she's going for a finisher. Oh, my goodness me, that was her signature, actually. Sorry. And Eve now, hopefully looking to send Santino back into the ring. No, counter from Santino. You see us. Oh, no, not via count out. No, not like this. Oh, for God's sake. Eve, get in the ring. Fuck off. What a match! Come on! It doesn't get any more high stakes than that. 5-star rated match. This could have gone forever. This was an unbelievable encounter, and Santino was like, nah, fuck this. You run off over there. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Good God. Well, it's over. A huge win for Santino Marella, but you cannot take anything away from Senior and Junior Lynn and even Anna. Quite frankly, you could have flipped a coin and that would have decided who won that match. Insane. Absolutely insane. God! It's maddening! Right. Two of the sexiest men in all of entertainment are going to have a conversation next, and they might kiss. They probably won't. But they could. I'm going to go for a quick urination, though. Please bear with me. Don't go anywhere. We are closing in on the main event of Monday Night Babs, and it's going to be a good one, I hope. It's going to be a tables match that ends in, like, 3 seconds. Probably. But I will be right back. Please bear with me. Carpet ride. Yeah? What's going on? You lost your title. Yeah, you did. Oh, big yawn. I'll put you back now. I'll put you back now. You can go back to sleep now. She's not going to go back to sleep. I've ruined that for me. It's going to be scream time all night. Where? Wake up. Cuddle me. I want to... No, cuddle me like this. Wake up. I'm going to slap your face until you wake up. Pippa, it's 2 a.m. Excuse me? Did you not hear me say where? Maybe if I say it louder. I brought that on myself. I shouldn't have lifted you up. It's okay. You do your own thing. Okay. Up next, the Monday Night Babs men's champion, Leon Sex Kennedy, 1 week into his reign, has a conversation to have with Chris Alpha Redfield. Is your Pippa impression deliberately close to Wario? Have you heard her scream? It's not far off. Now, I don't know if we're going to need music for this. I have no idea what they're going to talk about. We're not going to get subtitles. We're going to get subtitles for what the commentators say. So we're going to have to deduce what the fuck is happening here from what they're doing. Right. I'm ready. Let's see what bloody happens here. It's not a match, I don't think. If it turns into a match, we will do predictions. But I don't think that's the case. Chris Redfield's here. With his brown note music. What's he got to say?
God damn it, when does it end?
That's it, he said, God damn it, when does it end? Hey, I may be new here on Monday Night Babs. But I'm not just I'm not happy just punching things. I also want to hold some gold. So when is it? Oh, who could it be? It's the men's champion, Leon Sex Kennedy.
Bingo.
Good to see you here, Chris. You know, after we killed all those zombies together, I thought that maybe you and I would be on the same page. I'm challenging you to a match, and the match is going to be... Oh, an Extreme Rules match. I thought it was just going to be a... I thought it was just going to do... It's a normal one-on-one match. Does Chris accept? Oh, I don't want a match. I want to fight. Oh no, Chris! Chris clocks the champion with the microphone. Oh, but Leon Sex Kennedy is not going to take that lying down. Fight. Right. This is not a match. We're not going to do predictions on this. This is going to be one of those ones where they knock each other out. It's not going to be... Do you want to do predictions for it? Who knocks the other person out? We could do that. That's fine. Do you think Chris Redfield is going to knock out Leon Kennedy? That's what we're doing. For a first kiss match. Oh my god, it's their first kiss. We all win, I think. Mods, if you're able to, should we get a quick prediction going for this one? We'll do a super short timer because I don't want to do more of the match until the predictions run out. In the meantime, let's hear Chris's brown note music, shall we? I really wanted to find a clip of him saying, "This is Alpha," but I couldn't. I didn't know where to find that. So the best I could do was the clip that I've got here.
God damn it, when does it end?
That's it. Right, you got 3 seconds, everyone. 3 seconds. Wow, that was a really quick one. What do you mean first kiss? They're married. Okay, well the odds-on favourite was, I've already forgotten. Was it Chris? Let's find out. Chris Redfield definitely in control so far. Both of them are similarly damaged. They've started with lower health than usual. Chris with the counter. Leon Sex Kennedy on the receiving end of a lovely cuddle, but a counter from Leon and a counter from Chris. These two know each other so well. Chris, springboard, forearm, drops the champion. And Chris is hulking up. The Alpha is hulking up. Oh, you saw the spittle emerge from the mouth of Leon there as Chris ducks to a knee, proposes, and then punches him right in the jaw. Chris up to the top rope, elbow drop. The champion gets out of the way. Leon sends Chris over the top rope. And Chris, I think, just kipped up, which is showing off, quite frankly. Leon now with the cuddle. Chris, counter, forearm, rolling to the back of the neck. Both of them are similarly damaged, psychologically speaking. Kiss forever. Kiss forever. Very good. When they announced Resi 9 bonus DLC next month, I heard that. Is that the minigame collection? Uh-oh! Leon Sex Kennedy just hulked up and earned himself a finisher. Is it going to be a German suplex? Watch out, Chris Redfield. You could die. Oh my God, it's the spinning kick. And Chris just gets right back to his feet. What is this man made of? To be fair, for Leon Sex Kennedy, he didn't do many German suplexes. He did do a lot of weird spinny kicks though, so that is absolutely right. And Chris Redfield, the Alpha, connects with the springboard forearm. And Chris, counter from Leon. And another elbow to the midsection. These two are fighting with such ferocity. What an amazing rivalry this would be if these two were feuding over the Monday Night Babs Men's Championship. How appropriate would that be? Oh, and Chris sidesteps. I mean, just from this alone, I think we would know it would be an amazing feud. They'd have great matches. This is just meant to be a fight. This thing could be a full bloody match right here. Chris. Oh, the diving spear misses. And Leon beckoning, calling for it. Axe kick to the spine. Leon's starting to feel a bit more confident now. I feel like he should really stay on the offensive, terrible angle that we've got here. Springboard. Oh, the rolling. What was that? That was buckshot lariat. There you go. I remember. I watched AEW. And I've got to say, it's all going the way of Leon Sex Kennedy at the moment. Oh my God, Leon, stop showing off. But what is it going to take to put Chris down? Chris is still not close to being down. Oh my God, he's close now though. Chris Redfield is in danger. One more finisher from Leon Sex Kennedy, and it's all over for Chris. Oh, and he's locking in. Oh, a submission. Is Chris going to tap out? No. Somehow he's fighting out of it. The only way he knows how, with extreme violence. And Chris. Oh, Doomsday Saito. Leon not close to being hurt, but we could be about to see Chris hit that massive punch. And I think we were about to see it then. But unfortunately for Chris, it's Leon who emerges victorious tonight. And the way the bell rang there, it made it sound like an actual match, but it wasn't. Bingo. And after a spirited encounter between these two, it is Leon who emerges victorious, and we've gone straight on to the next match because there wasn't even a victory celebration for me to back out of. Let me out. Let me out. Well, I for one genuinely hope we see more of that. In fact, it may be time to play God again. Just in case it hasn't created that rivalry. It has. There is a very high feud between Leon and Chris. Why don't they just kiss about it? Why don't they just kiss about it? God. Well, we will revisit that next week, I assume. See what bloody happens next. It's main event time, everybody. Take a photo of the running order for my notes. And we will be doing, after all of our efforts to try and make a cool custom match, it wouldn't let us do it. Wouldn't let us do a first blood match as an intergender match. So, we have Mary-Kate Olsen, the inaugural Tesco KX champion, defending her championship against Seth Pissin Rollins, Triple Flush, Ponglin and Grimace in a tables match. Predictions will be live momentarily. I'm going to take a second to drink some more of my beverage. Oh, it's a lot stronger at the bottom than it was at the top. New t-shirt idea. Why don't they just kiss? I've got so many shirts available for sale right now. I need to slow down. Predictions are live, everybody. Get stuck in. I hope this match goes on for at least 10-15 minutes or so, because it would be nice to end here rather than kick off an episode of BENXT. We can save that for next week. So wager those BENXT bucks and get ready. I've seen enough Instagram reels. They definitely kiss. I've seen those as well. We've all seen those. But yes, this will be our final match of the night. So get stuck in, everybody. Who's walking out with the championship? Mary-Kate, Seth Pissin Rollins, Triple Flush, Ponglin, or Grimace? Where's Ponglin? Oh, he's just up here. I know I said the other night I couldn't be bothered to bring him down, but I've got him. He's here. There he is. Little Ponglin. Got him from the Pokémon Center. Isn't he sweet? Get back on the shelf, you stinky, stinky boy. We'll be checking in with Ponglin and the gang tomorrow morning at 11 AM right here on Twitch. Do pop in and say hello if you're able to. Oh, fuck. And once again, there is an episode of Worst Games Ever releasing this weekend for everybody on YouTube. It is a wrestling one. Be sure to check it out. I think we created a fantastic performer who I do hope will show up on these streams very soon. I have all the images I need to create this person. I just haven't had the time yet. So if you're watching and you're thinking, "Oh, I'll make that," this is my official, my official acknowledgement of that and my thank you for the enthusiasm. But I got this one. I'll sort this person out. Thick Shauna for BENXT when? I mean, now that we can get now that we can customize the body parts individually, I don't know why I did that. Now that we can customize I do know why I did that. We can customize the body parts individually. Thick Shauna is possible. It might be a little upsetting, but it is possible. And yes, I did. I found Thick Shauna. Here she is. She was in a pre-owned store. She was like £3. And they had thicker Shaunas as well. They had Shaunas of all sizes. But it was a luggage situation, and I couldn't bring home a massive one. So there we go. Right. Main event time, everybody. This is how I can run down the clock. Waffling, my favourite pastime. She can always be made thicker. You know what? I was thinking about sending you a message, Plushy Labs, because I think some work could be done here. So I'm going to make a note. If you're game, I'll send you a message on Discord. Message about thicker Shauna. There we go. It's time to get Dr. Frankenstein about this, I think. Okay. Music. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's do it. It won't be the weirdest request I've had. Oh no. Oh no.
Is a fatal five-way tables match and is for the total mixed championship.
Close enough. Right. This wrestler is cursed. If you've not seen her before, please prepare yourselves mentally and emotionally. Oh, it's so frightening seeing her with gold.
From Los Angeles, California, the total mixed champion, Mary-Kate Nolan.
Mary-Kate Nolan's there. She's so scary that they've darkened the arena so you don't have to see her. Oh, there she goes. There's our Tesco KX champion. Let me just have a look at the tail of the tape here. This is her first championship. Hasn't won anything else. Bum, 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 bum. But she's going to be in the ring tonight with some former world champions. And some former wide champions. Oh, pierce it down! There he is, the leader of P-Evolution. No, undisputed era. It's bound to happen at some point. Former BENXT wide champion, Seth Pissin Rollins. The Royal Rumble Iron Man himself. Robbins, that's right. So close, so close. The other urine-based squad. My bad. It says it on his Titantron. I can see it. Undisputed era. Ridiculous. Piss versus P when? Oh, funny you should ask. How about right now? Right now. Here he comes. Former BENXT Tag Team Champion, Aldi Red Thunder Tag Team Champion, and current Monday Night Babs Tag Team Champion, the Ceramic Assassin Triple Flush.
Representing Evolution from Greenwich, Connecticut.
P-Evolution.
Weighing in at 255 pounds.
Oh, oh, oh,
Winner
oh,
of the middleweight Raw Tag Team Champions, 3 Flash.
Triple Flush. He's here. And that means that our beloved Ponglin is out next. Let's get to him. I don't know for sure that he's making his debut. We may have seen him last week. He was certainly unsuccessful, at least in his attempt at any gold that he was completing for. It's pretty good Ponglin if I say so myself, which I do, because I said it.
Representing the Boom Squad from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 100 pounds.
Ponglin is here. And look at his beautiful coat. Annoyingly, that outfit is an entrance attire only. He can't wrestle it. So he's got a slightly different one for when he's in the ring. But unfortunately for every single other person in this match, the wheel called forth the BENXT icon herself, the grim ace, if you will, of this entire wrestling series so far. She has been so dominant and so winning that nobody has even come close to her accolades in any show that we have put on. And that is, of course, Grimace.
From Mount Olympus, Grim Ace.
Former two-time BENXT Women's Champion, former Wide Champion, former Aldi Red Thunder Champion. She wasn't allowed to compete in the men's division because of sexism. It's not okay. And she wasn't able to compete in the tag division because she doesn't have any friends, which is also not okay. She should have all the friends. She was, of course, featured in the first episode of Monday Night Babs, but unfortunately did not come up trumps in the women's title match. Here, though, she could add a brand new trophy to her cabinet. And everybody else better fear her, because she is no stranger to putting people through tables. The Grim Ace is ready for battle. And there it is. Oh, and we got an initial squelch, and will we get a second squelch? Yes, we will. 2 squelches today. And things are underway. And immediately Grimace gets dropped, as does Ponglin. Counter from Ponglin. Tesco KX champion. Oh, double underhook. Counter from Seth Pissin Rollins. Tables. Oh, look at the power of Ponglin. Holy shit. That little boy is strong. Running power slam from Triple Flush to Seth Pissin Rollins. Of course, the only way to win this match is to put someone through a table. First person to do so will become the Tesco KX champion. Boot to the midsection. Champion has Triple Flush right where she wants him. Powerbomb. Grimace going for a, looked like a shotgun dropkick but missed. Ponglin gets out the ring, then gets back into the ring. They're all doing a lot of damage to each other here, but really they should be focusing on the tables. It's Ponglin who realises that actually that's what I'm here for. And he slides it into the ring. And he picks it back up, but he's intercepted by Grimace. Grimace now eating some offense courtesy of Ponglin, and Grimace boot to the midsection of Ponglin. Has him up in a powerbomb position. Spins him round onto her shoulders. Oh, and hangs him out to dry on that top rope. And, oh, gory special there from Mary-Kate to Seth Pissin Rollins as Grimace showing off her power. Ponglin, oh, and that's a long way for Triple Flush to fall. There is a table in the ring. Nobody has got it set up yet. And look at the speed of Seth Pissin Rollins, the leader of the Undisputed Era, really showing off here. As Ponglin now up on the shoulders of the champion. Oh my goodness me. An incredibly impressive manoeuvre there from Mary-Kate, but it's not going to win the match, as I believe Grimace is looking to slide another table into the ring, and she does so. Champion taking a little too long to showboat, as Grimace is maybe setting... A table has been set up. Huge news. Seth Rollins. Oh, comes up Triple Flush. Grimace, what's she doing? She's taunting. This is a terrible time to do that. Seth Rollins could put her through the table right now without even meaning to. And she ducks out the way of the first offense attempt by Seth Rollins. And unfortunately, the McNuggies of Grimace are going to collapse the table under the weight of their own spectacularness. No tables currently set up. Everyone just beating the crap out of each other on the outside of the ring. Mary-Kate, the star of that particular camera angle, as she did absolutely nothing, collides with Grimace. And Triple Flush follows up by sending Grimace into those steel steps on the other side. Triple Flush with Mary-Kate up. Mary-Kate powers out Ponglin, going for a little stroll. That's fine. He's allowed to do that sometimes. And there goes Seth Rollins. This is absolute madness. Backbreaker. And a third table. The crowd is chanting for tables. And the tables are being added to the ring. Grimace picks up a table as the champion does a little loser taunt and forearm to the back of Triple Flush as Seth Rollins has a little freak out there. He's doing fine. Still no tables set up. I'm also not really sure what Seth Rollins is doing. Seth gets punched in the stomach. The champion. This is such madness in a multi-person match. Oh, there is a table sort of set up, but not really. Elbow drop from Grimace. The danger here is that the match is going to end and we're not even going to be looking at what's going on. Champion takes down the other champion in this match. Champion on champion violence. Triple Flush. I love the dynamic camera when it's a one-on-one match or a tag match. This is challenging. This is difficult to follow. Triple Flush. Diving clothesline to the champion. Ponglin, wow, look at Ponglin go. Triple Flush finally setting up a table. Yes, he does so. The champion is down. Is Triple Flush going to become a double champion in this match? No one else is around. He marches the champ over. He has her set up exactly where she wants to go. Close up on Grimace doing nothing. And it's Triple Flush, who brings more gold home to P-Volution. And he is a double champion on Monday Night Babs. The reign of Mary-Kate is over. And in all the chaos, Triple Flush was able to separate himself from the pack, set up this table,
Here is your winner,
and throw the current champion through.
mixed champion,
And he is now, I don't think we're going to see the double championship here, but Triple Flush has claimed another piece of singles gold alongside the Little Kong Strong Championship that he held previously. Sorry, the Aldi Red Thunder Championship that he held previously. One more to complete the set. He is I think, the most decorated energy drink champion we have so far. Big Paul with the victory here. And he brings Jesus, those biceps. He brings P-Volution even more gold. Let me see. What have they got so far? So they've got the Tesco KX Championship. They have the Monday Night Babs Tag Team Championships. I think they have the PIPDOWN Tag Team Championships. EE Tim is the BENXT Men's Champion. They've got bloody everything. They're doing all right. They're still the most dominant faction, I would say, in all of these wrestling shows that we've got. Not even the Piss family. Not even the Piss family holds that much gold or has ever held that much gold. Either way, my friends. Oh, we're okay, and you join us live here with the 12 billion. We've lost a few trillion since the start of the stream. 12 billion here. Can I turn? Yeah, okay, we're fine. We'll turn it off now. That's going to do it for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming along and getting stuck in. It's really fun. It's always really fun. You guys make these streams for me. Yeah, it's just it's so much fun to do this all together, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. So thank you so much. I'll be live again tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. with Pocket Monsters, and of course next week we'll see the return of Horse Game Month, that being May, MEIGH, and we'll get back to BENXT next week as well. What will happen with Lord Brotovich and Nathan Cake? What's going to happen with Leon Sex Kennedy and Chris Alpha Redfield? Who's to say? I am. It's going to be great. We're going to raid Buddy Games now. Send them some love. Drop them a follow. Have a lovely rest of your evening, everybody. And I'll catch as many of you tomorrow morning as possible. All right. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye.